Hey guys, this is Zach. You're listening to A to Z Movie Night Episode 3. And this is a warning. A to Z Movie Night contains spoilers and bad language.
No, these idiot kids.
All you history buffs listening, you know what I'm talking about. You got that reference.
I mean, he just laid down on a slab and just died there.
That's a great one, Tim.
I got nothing.
That's a great one. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
He's like, my name's Zach Bowman, and you know, I just really like your name too. It had nothing to do with mine.
Welcome to A to Z Movie Night, you guys. This is Tim, charmed I'm sure. This is where a few fellow film nerds gather around a movie and a bottle of Jameson.
Send us free shit, Jameson.
Tonight, I am here with my co-host, Zach.
Hey!
And Aaron.
Yo, what'd it do?
My boys. Tonight, this is part of our holiday edition. And if y'all know us, we're not going to do the typical Christmas films.
Yeah, we're doing 12 nights of Christmas.
Fuck you.
Fuck that, yeah.
That would have been good, but no. So tonight, we are picking Gremlins. This is the 1984 American comedy classic horror film. This film is about a young man who receives a strange creature called a mogwai as a pet, which nobody seems to be surprised about.
Yeah.
It then spawns other creatures who transform into small, destructive, evil monsters. As always, happy holidays, you guys. If y'all want us to watch along with us, go for it. We're going to count down 3, 2, 1. We're going to get into this.
Cheers, friends.
Cheers.
Let's cheers to the holiday spirit of...
Pour me up, hold on.
We'll cheers to evil monsters destroying a town.
This movie starting
spirit.
a whole trend of little monster movies, you know,
yeah.
all the knockoffs.
Oh, like Critters?
Critters and
Critters is good.
Ghoulies.
I never really would have...
Friends,
What about...
let me introduce myself. Peltzer
what about
is the name.
Chum or Chung?
That's
What
me
am I
there
thinking
on the
of?
corner.
Chud? No.
Chud, yeah.
Inventor.
Now, this is most of this film is filmed on backlots at Universal Studios. This little alleyway that he is in right now,
He's got a story like
and this little staircase he's about to go down to, into this,
It all
that's where they filmed the famous Spider-Man upside down kiss.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
It kind of looks like Streets and Blade Runner, too.
tried this one.
yeah. Well, I mean,
What's
it's
Chinatown?
Universal backlight, so that's probably 1,000 films were filmed on this same little street right
I just
here.
mean the very Asian
Yeah.
inspired.
What's down here?
This is it.
This is your grandfather's store?
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, a lot of famous sets in this film that we'll point out as we go along.
And not at all is there anything racist about this
Very.
character. I mean, it's
Look around.
I don't know. Maybe you
He's-
wouldn't call it racist. It's just overly stereotypical.
Yeah, very overly stereotypical. What is he, Cantonese?
I
So
believe
about I have a trivia fact about the old guy here. He was the voice of the main villain. He dubbed the voice of the main villain from the Enter the Dragon movie.
Oh, really?
Actually, yeah.
That's badass.
And then everything else he's
Oh,
ever
because
done.
the guy couldn't speak his lines.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not even speak the lines, but that's what they used to do. They would film
Yeah.
them in that language and then dub them over. Spaghetti westerns too.
Right.
But there's one thing you don't have.
But back in these days, those characters or these actors played
I'm an inventor.
the stereotypical Chinese guy. And
Yeah. The Confucius.
The invention
Say,
of the century, friends, it eliminates
So I'd like to start this off by saying this is the worst
and you travel.
inventor
And you got yourself
yeah,
a shit.
yeah.
possibly in film.
Supposedly the actor,
Toothpick, you got toenail
went
clippers.
off script constantly. He ad-libbed most of his
You
lines
got yourself a dental mirror.
because he couldn't remember. Like, the script was so jumbled up. He was just like, I'm just going to
Let's just say for the
do my
sake
own thing, basically. And they
You're on
kept
a
most of
bus,
his stuff.
A plane or a train. You forgot to brush your teeth. You got yourself.
I love how he's
a
doing his little
bad
elevator
case
pitch
of
to this-
dragon breath.
Yeah.
He's the Cantonese man, and he's just sitting there smoking on his pipe.
He's trying to sell.
No problem, friend.
He's basically
He
trying
doesn't
to
even know if this
bullshit
guy
a bullshitter.
speaks
Yeah.
English yet.
He's trying to bullshit a bullshitter. My mama told me never do that.
That's no problem. That's absolutely no problem. Clean it up easy. Now, what I'd like to do, sir.
So this is a classic. We picked it because we know we Christmas films that aren't Christmas. This takes place during Christmas, but they actually pushed back the release to the summer of '84.
Wait, did they really?
Yeah,
I thought they were going to try to put it out at Christmas.
that was the intention, but it ended up getting pushed back. It came out the same summer as the Temple of Doom,
What do you think?
and God, there's another really amazing classic came out that summer. Temple of Doom and this movie are both attributed to the PG-13 rating.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
that's right.
Temple
Yeah,
of Doom
because they
with
came
the-
out and it was like it was childlike enough, but there was
Yeah.
enough violence in it to where, but it wasn't rated R. There weren't any tits in it,
Yeah.
or they weren't.
No,
saying
there was
fuck.
only hearts being pulled out of people's
Yeah.
chests.
So I can't remember. It's either one or the other. I might flip-flop it. But yeah, Temple of Doom, I think,
That's the
was
one.
what
was the
made
main
them
one.
think about. And then this
Yeah.
was the very first
doubled down on
PG-13. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gremlins is the first PG-13
Well, because
film
people
to
were
ever come
expecting
out.
Spielberg and expecting like E.T. or something
That's
like
a little
that,
dark,
and then
yeah.
everybody was expecting this thing, and then they got this super violent.
Yeah.
Like, and this movie is pretty.
There's some
pretty
pretty
damn violent.
there's
yeah.
some legit scary parts in this. I remember when I was a
Tell you what
kid.
I'll do. I'll give you $100.
So are we still in the? We still doing the pick your? Why did you pick this movie
It's a present
roundabout?
for my son for
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah.
It's exactly
I don't know,
what
Tim,
I've
why don't
been
you kick it
looking
off?
for.
Why we pick this
Well,
movie for
we-
this little series we're doing?
We thought about we were just going to do 3. We weren't going to do it 12 nights. So we were like, okay, we got to pick we're going to like 3 good ones. And I won't spoil what the other 2 are, but we picked this one because, like we said, it was Christmas. A lot of people attribute this to Christmas.
I cannot sell him.
It's a unofficial Christmas film for a lot of people, like several others that I'm sure people could guess. But we didn't want to do, Home Alone, and
Right out.
I wanted to do Home Alone.
I wanted to do Scrooged. I guess spoilers. We're not doing we're not doing this. So. This kid looks. Oh man, he's got the Yankees hat on too, just like Short Round in Temple of Doom. that kid looks just like
This
Short
is the
Round.
year of the young Asian
It's
kid.
not Short Round.
Crazy.
No.
Oh.
I mean, he's dressed just like him.
I want it.
Remember, Short Round always had that New
not
York
Data
Yankees
from the
hat.
Goonies.
Look,
Not the same kid.
There's
No.
3 rules you've got to follow.
Yeah, what kind of rules?
Keep him
Well-
out of the light.
So the 3 rules of the Gremlins. You gotta keep them out of light.
Here's the rules.
Sunlight will kill them.
And keep him away from water. Don't
Water.
get him wet.
Don't get them wet, so those things probably
And then the
stink.
dumbest rule.
The
rule
dumbest
you
rule of
never
all.
Forget.
Yeah.
No matter how much he cries, no matter how much he begs, never feed him
Which is the
after
most
midnight.
arbitrary shit
So,
in the world.
that's the problem. People
always
like,
after midnight.
So what? So when's the cutoff? Like, when
Yeah.
can you start feeding them again
Yeah.
after midnight? Is
Yeah.
it
I mean,
7
always
a.m.?
after
Is
midnight.
it 6 a.m.?
And then every time on
You know
the
that-
clock, except for midnight proper,
Yeah.
is after
The-
midnight.
The,
like basically,
the rules,
you're setting
Yeah.
up to fail.
the rules weren't added until the production phase. They weren't a part
Now
of the
this
original
town
script.
square right here. There's the clock tower. That's the town square from Back to the Future right there.
Oh, yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
painting, man.
Yeah, matte painting in the back, but that's backlot set right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
there's
sure.
there's the clock tower itself. That's where Marty McFly is sitting at the beginning of the movie. The whole damn thing.
I mean, how many movies have been
They
done on
used
that
it
lot?
again in the Back to the Future Part 2.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
that,
like
that
we
lot's
said.
been used in like Leave It to Beaver, all those
Yeah.
movies.
Classic Judge Reinhold. I got to meet him maybe 2 years ago at one of the comic cons that I go to all the time.
He got his number. They do brunch every now and then.
Yeah.
Why does everybody
he's-
like you so much, Tim?
He's a
Like,
lot shorter in real life
You
than
spend
he
10
looks
minutes
like
with somebody
in
and
the
they think
films.
you're their best friend. Like,
Yeah.
Take that tree to me.
I know. I wish I had.
He was
that
really cool
magnetism.
because there was nobody in his line at that time, so I just got to sit there and shoot the shit with
Oh,
him
really?
about the Seinfeld episode that he was in, The Close Talker, and Arrested Development and all those. Now
You said he was a close talker, like they get real close to you whenever they, and you can feel
He goes,
their
"Hi,
breath.
Jerry," and he
You
gets
can
right
feel
in
like
his face.
you can feel like the
Hi, Jerry.
humidity from their mouth.
I would have.
Jerry Goldsmith, classic.
I would have talked to him
Groundhog
about
thing.
stripes. That's my favorite thing. That he's
I mean,
ever
Jerry
done.
Goldsmith did Aliens. He did. Yeah, we're working in stereo now, Tim.
Yeah, that was throwing me off. Now, this is a callback. If y'all have listened to our episode we did on the Burbs, I guess it should be noted that this is directed by Joe Dante, who directed the Burbs. He also did Piranha.
Oh shoot,
He did the first Piranha.
that's like 1979 or something. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I think that was his first feature film.
Hey, Billy, what's the matter? You need a job?
He did a lot of good stuff. But this was filmed as backlot.
guy.
The famous Colonial Street.
That's the garbage man from
That's the
Burbs.
garbage
Yeah,
man.
exactly. That's Joe Dante likes to use some of the same actors. That's the garbage man from the
15
Burbs,
years old,
yeah.
Hasn't given me a day's trouble in 15 years. You know why? Kentucky Harvester.
But yeah, Colonial Street, where they filmed the Burbs, then obviously
Kentucky Harvester.
dozens of other things.
Well, if I want to keep my job,
Emilio Estevez was in the running for a while to play Billy.
I expect to
So
see
was
you
Judd
put
Nelson.
them Smiling Jack.
What do you think it was like whenever this movie came out?
Mr. Futterman, they don't run those comics anymore.
Christmas movie in the middle of the summer.
Yeah,
that's weird, dude.
Yeah.
Like
That's-
that.
Well, say hello to your wife.
Like, man, I get
See you later.
maybe it would get people like getting excited for that season or
Call it like
remembering
half
it.
miss or something.
But it's
you know?
weird that
But that's why it's a Christmas
it's
movie,
based
but
around
not,
Christmas.
it's not really a Christmas.
Yeah, but then they sell it. during
that
the summer.
film on the marquee right there, A Boy's Life, that is the film that E.T., the working title it went under to keep things secret when they were
That
shipping
was
it out to...
oh yeah, that was a working title for ET.
when
So
they were,
this was
well, you know,
produced by-
they would put fake movies so that, like, you know, like
Right,
Return of
right,
the Jedi was called Blue Harvest, so
Yeah,
people
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
find out. So yeah, that was the secret title it went under when it was shipped to.
That's what most movies do. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw Montgomery Ward down there at the end. That is no longer a thing.
Well,
That town was probably like, "Woo, we got a Burger King!"
This movie really holds a place for me actually because a long time ago, like my first ever serious girlfriend, this was like our Christmas movie. You know what I mean? So we
Yeah.
would watch this like 4 Christmases in a row. It was pretty cool. So it kind
Why
of
not 5 Christmases in a row?
Huh?
Why not 5 Christmases in a row?
Because got tired of her shit. No, not really. She's awesome. But
She did now.
Might as well be.
There you go. Yeah,
Ooh.
I mean, might as well be. But
This
no,
movie
this
takes-
is like this is our favorite.
So this kid reminds me so much of the guy from American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, he does. I mean, listen to that Jerry Goldsmith. Jerry Goldsmith did a Poltergeist score as well, which is another executive produced by Steven Spielberg, but
I mean, he did a
wink,
lot of
wink,
sci-fi.
not directed by Steven
he
Spielberg.
did
right,
Planet of the
right.
Apes, Star Trek, like.
Yeah, oh yeah, he
several
did a ton. Yeah.
A public nuisance.
But that sounded more like.
Dad proposed to my mom, you know.
That's where everybody's dead.
what-
He did the
guy?
Burbs too. He did the music for the Burbs. That had a very Burbs kind of feel to
Well,
it.
the
right
happier
there.
ones kind of reminded me more of the. What was the guy from
beginning.
Star Wars? The guy that did the Star Wars films.
John Williams.
John Williams.
John, it reminded me of like a John Williams.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, when I was really young, I used to get some of their stuff confused. Like the Superman theme.
Oh yeah, every John Williams has a very similar feel.
This Mrs. Deagle or whatever
60.
is obviously like a Scrooge kind of character.
Yeah, she's like the Mr. Potter of the town.
Yeah.
200. Thank you.
Man, this coordination game is on point, though.
I just wanted to let you know that Joe got himself another job. My husband, Joe
Pro.
Harris. And I've taken up some sewing on the side.
Mrs. Harris, what are you trying to tell me?
I don't have your money. I'm sorry.
Yeah, please don't kick us out. It's Christmas.
Mr. Corbin to just give us a little more time.
Mrs. Harris, the bank and I have the same purpose in life, to make money, not to support a lot of deadbeats.
Mrs. D.
Yes,
looking at the
Mrs.
kids. She hates
Hannigan. She's like a cross between Ebenezer Scrooge and Mrs. Hannigan from Annie.
Well, now you know what to ask Santa for, don't you?
Harsh.
Oh, God! Oh, shit.
I mean, I would. This movie gets.
They really,
dark.
like, nail that home. They're starving children.
Left of my imported barbarian.
Well, Mr. Potter, you're nothing but a spider. A legless little spider, and I'm not going to let you rule over this town any longer. It's my
I don't
best,
Jimmy
it's my
Stewart.
best Jimmy Stewart I can conjure. Oh, cool.
Your dog.
They,
Oh, the little practice, I could probably get it down.
Barney?
Give him to me. I'll take him.
You know what's weird about this
Oh,
movie
yeah.
though is it kind of has like a
It'll be quick
TV
and
show
painless
feel.
compared to what I could do.
Oh,
way.
kinda.
Yeah, at the beginning.
You do.
Everybody, they're so black and white characters.
Myself.
She's threatening to kill his dog right now.
I think she's threatening to, like, torture it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a slow, painful death.
Maybe I'll put him in my spin dryer.
Jesus Christ, Luke.
This bitch is...
You can't say that shit to people.
That'd do it. The guy is just like, yep, that's not crazy as shit at all.
She's like, you know
Put
what
the
I'll
dog
do?
in the dryer.
It's like, I'll take my wine corkscrew and put it up his
Yeah,
butt.
see, that dog would be put down that night.
Yeah.
It's really it
It
happened.
just bit her. She just got what she wanted.
What is that dog doing in here?
Officer, this is a bank, not a pet store.
Oh, look at that guy. What's that guy's name?
It's
That's Judge Reinhold. That's the
Who
guy
we're
I was
talking
talking about that I met.
The close
He has
talker.
he makes an appearance. He basically does like an extended cameo in this movie, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's in one or two. It's a very small role. Yeah, that's the guy I was just talking about I met.
Give you when you least expect it.
And just...
How was he? I mean,
He's a lot shorter in real life.
Yeah, he always looks taller than everybody.
Yeah, I'm taller. I'm like way taller than him.
You're taller than most everybody, so.
The old bath never looked better.
This guy right here, that guy sitting right there, that's Chuck Jones. The,
Looney Tunes,
really?
right?
Yeah.
That's Chuck Jones?
The very
Hey.
famous Looney Tunes animator and voice actor.
Unemployment today.
I give up.
You.
See, what got him in this film? Is this like a Looney Tunes? I mean, there's some Looney Tunes.
No, there's definitely some
antics.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. Like, this movie doesn't really kick into gear for a little while, does it?
Well, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, no. Even after he gets the Mogwai, it's still even a little while after that.
Well,
that
you know,
the
and we
Gremlins
never
show
dive
up.
too deep into it. Aaron, what's your take on anti-Christmas movies or like not Christmas movies? This is the kickoff to this little series we're running.
So it's I believe that.
You're practically supporting your whole.
So in theory, we're all kind of similar in our tastes with movies. That's why we come here and we do this. So in theory, we probably like the same type of Christmas movies, and most of our listeners probably do the same. And I think that we really like gravitate towards stuff that just skirts under the radar in terms of popularity, or stuff that subverts expectations. So in this movie, how it subverts your expectations, it is a movie centered around Christmas. It's very Christmas. It plays Christmas music in it. He's wearing a Santa hat. All the subject in it is completely Christmas, but it subverts it by having like some horrific scenes and being really
the story
dark.
that she tells later.
Right, and it just being very dark and gloomy and everything about it. So I think that's why we like it, because most of us who are normal people, and by normal people I mean like we're pretty much fucking sad sacks and we're depressed.
Yeah,
but
so it kind of captures that in a joyful way.
Yeah, we can't really watch like the Hallmark Channel for too long, or we'll be like, man, screw this. I'm tired of watching. And see right here on
There you
TV
go.
is A Wonderful Life.
A Wonderful Life.
I love A Wonderful Life, but I can't.
hate that movie.
I can't watch it and like Miracle on 34th Street.
That movie only became
back to
popular
back.
because it was cheap. Okay,
That is true. That is very true. But I can't watch all of those like in a row because it doesn't resonate with me, because all the happiness of like regular Christmas movies, it feels fake after a while. So
Yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
when you watch stuff like this, you get your Christmas feels, but it's not so draining on you. You can, I can do it.
It's not just beat you over the head with Christmas music.
Right.
it's
and,
not all about family and all that.
Yeah,
it kind of is,
because
but it's
nobody's family is this perfect as most of those movies try to make them.
Yeah, so it's like that really good medium line where we get to enjoy our Christmas, but we also get to be fucked up, and I think that's what we like about it. I don't know, it's just my take.
That she, the mother here, another.
Why is she using a utility knife to cut onions?
Another connection to Back to the
80s,
Future. In Back to the Future, she played Lorraine's mom in 1955.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Mom, come on, what is it? What's wrong?
Mrs. Deagle called.
What about you, Zach? Or did I steal your thunder?
Still, what? No, not at all.
Let's not talk about it right now, okay? Don't say anything, Dad.
Gosh, you had a point.
They keep drawing to our eyes to, hey,
There's swords in the
don't
house,
forget that there's swords on the wall right there.
Fake Chinese swords he bought at some bodega.
That he obviously installed on the wall because they keep falling off.
No, you're right though, Aaron. It's that subjugation of that vibe, and like it's like Christmas is a thing that you are in, but there's a story within that, and that's probably where we relate with our lives. You know, like it's almost like an offshoot of like a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing, wanting to celebrate
absolutely.
Christmas with something that isn't about Christmas. You know, because
Absolutely.
most of the movies that are Christmas movies.
Here's
are,
something for the other people that don't want to go see A Miracle on 34th.
because this isn't a Christian movie talking about this pagan god. This isn't anything like that. It's just like this is a kind of a sci-fi horror comedy that happens to take place in Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely.
This thing's all wrapped up, by the way. How long has it been in that wrapping paper?
I guess
Hey, well, if it doesn't need water, it probably doesn't need air.
do a shot to the introduction to
The reveal.
the reveal of our.
Which I don't know if you guys know this, but Mogwai is Cantonese for monster or demon.
For demon, devil, yeah. Which goes back to Gremlin. Gremlin,
The Gremlins like
mischief.
that's
mischievous.
that's like a German thing, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it came a lot out of the like the wars. That's whenever
Yeah.
it started really picking up.
There was
It's like German folklore. Is where Gremlins are playing.
Joe Dante said that the first time he ever heard the word gremlin was in a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
I was going to show the Bugs Bunny cartoon.
I
at
think
the
maybe that's
beginning.
why Chuck Jones was. Maybe that was the.
That
Chuck
would make
Jones.
sense.
Maybe
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Always finding the.
But then I always think about
Cheers.
that Twilight Zone episode with William Shatner, where the gremlin on the wing of the plane, he keeps looking out the window.
That's another gremlin.
Let's just say cheers,
Cheers.
like the cutest monster.
I hope he's housebroken.
Oh, isn't it cute?
I almost don't even want to cheers to it because in the introduction of this gremlin, we also have the eventual introduction to Furbies.
I don't know, some Chinese word.
Were Furbies based on this directly?
Look at it. They absolutely
We
had to be.
will have to.
They had to be.
If you would like to win yourself a free little pop figure of Gizmo, pay attention to some kind of trivia. We'll think of something before this episode's over.
Wait, do you have a pop of
I do.
Gizmo? My mom's
we should
Chihuahua
also
is named after Gizmo, actually.
Your what?
Oh,
your mom's dog?
It looks just like him.
There's
it's the same color and everything.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter in True Lies. Her dog's name is Gizmo. I'm pretty sure I had a girlfriend at one time in my life who had a dog named
Aaron,
Gizmo.
can we get a?
Don't give him any water to drink.
It is out connected. Is that what you're trying to get from me? You're trying to get me to say
we
it is
should
unconnected.
also note
After midnight.
with the introduction of the Mogwai, who was voiced by Howie Mandel.
Oh yeah.
Oh, word.
Howie Mandel did the voice of Gizmo.
What was that cartoon character he did?
Bobby's World.
Bobby's World.
Yeah.
And that was like a strip before, and then it became a cartoon, or
No, I don't think it was a strip.
it was just a cartoon. What a weird life that motherfucker had to live, right? Now he's a game show host.
I'm trying to look it up.
He's a extreme germaphobe too.
I was trying to
does
look
not
up
shake hands or
Furbies.
anything.
I was trying to look up Furbies and see if they were based on Gremlins, and basically what I've
Furby's like mid-90s.
what I've come to figure out is that the creator based them upon the aspects he liked between Mogwais and Yoda.
So, what do y'all know anything about the effects of this? Like, who did them?
I don't know. Tell us, Zach.
I don't know either.
Oh,
That's why I asked.
God dang it!
I know details about it. I don't know who did it at all.
I almost wanted to say Rick Baker was on some of it.
Rick
but
Baker
that's-
did the second one.
That was the second one. Yeah. Okay.
he does not like sunlight. I'll tell you. This is like, how does this creature even live? He is the most like fragile creature in the
Yeah.
entire world. Can't take sunlight. Can't take water. Can't
And
eat.
food half of the day will kill him or turn him into a
Like,
monster.
how are these things just not extinct by now? Jesus.
Well, he's like the last of his kind.
Especially like the way that Chinese medicine does it. I'm pretty sure that like they would be like eating his bones for erections or something.
Yeah, they would have ground his bones
Yeah.
up for penis powder.
Yeah.
God damn.
Boner pills.
Weren't y'all talking about how racist this film was?
Boner pills.
It's not
dong tea.
racist. Chinese people eat animal parts to make their dick hard. That's
For
not,
dong
that's
tea.
a,
It's true.
that's a
It is.
fact. That's not racist.
Or to like
Snake
to
fins.
I don't even
to
ca-
stay harder longer. Me quick, one slow.
You know, and honestly, I don't give a fuck if it is racist. Fuck them. They eat rhino horns and they eat endangered animals to get their dicks hard.
Yeah.
Knowing full well there's no science to
That
back
it works
Fuck them.
100%.
That's right. I said it. Fuck you, China.
No, if
Leave the
y'all
rhinos alone.
if y'all want to get your dick hard, just grind up some animal bones. It's 100% effective.
Although
The rarer, the better.
I will say,
You hear that, kids?
I do want to.
Oh, hear
drink
this
some of
out.
that 3 penis wine.
Here's
I do
how the guy. Okay, here's the guy that did Gremlins. The guy that created the look for the Gremlins did Return of the Jedi.
That
Airplane.
makes sense. Ewoks.
He also did Piranha, but he also did The Fly. He did creature effects on The Fly.
Oh shit!
Gremlins look like Yoda fucked a Ewok,
Yeah, that's kind of. Yeah,
and then
that is what it
Mogwais
looks
were
like,
born.
yeah. That is what it looks like. Yeah. I love how
He's like, okay, so how the fuck am I,
I
gonna
love,
make
I
this
love how
work?
very little confidence he has in his
Yeah.
father's
Well,
inventions.
no, it's like it's what is that theme of like the fuck up dad? Like The Simpsons does it,
I don't
Family Guy does
Well,
it.
like
too.
he means well.
They're all like, "Oh, dude."
That's a lot of juice for one fucking orange that he put in there.
That grapefruit juice like machine that he had. That really looked like those. Looked like the droids are always on the Death Star. You know those pyramid.
Oh yeah, the little trash.
It looks like it
droids.
was a direct reference to that.
Enter Corey Feldman.
Who was also in the Burbs.
Yeah, also in The Burbs. Joe Dante liked him.
It was also in.
This
Friday
was
the
the
13th.
same year that he was in Friday the 13th, I believe.
You know,
Part-
this is
part four.
this is the gig that got him Goonies, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you look at this, this is the same year as Friday 4. He hadn't done Goonies just yet, so he hadn't blown up and got huge.
No, like Steven Spielberg said, this is what got him Goonies.
Yeah.
He saw him in this movie.
Basically, yeah, just Spielberg is 100% responsible for making him a star.
Oh, so Spielberg is the one that fucked him up.
You think Spielberg fucked him?
Yikes.
Well, he does say that people fucked him.
I'm pretty sure there.
He's come out in the
and
last...
that's why he's too scared to actually say who, because Steven Spielberg runs
He would have
Hollywood.
him killed. Yeah, he would have him killed.
Spielberg would very easily have him killed.
What if Spielberg is like, nah, we'll
fucking
just not,
Illuminati,
let's not
man.
dive into that because
let's not go down that rabbit
shut us
hole.
down.
That's a dark rabbit hole to go down.
No problem, Pete. You can leave it up here. What do you got?
Yeah, who knows?
Here's another case right here. He's about to show Corey Feldman his Mogwai, this thing that nobody has ever fucking seen or heard about in the history of the world.
Issue number 1.
Pretty neat, huh?
Did he give him the rules yet?
Look, he's like,
Yeah, he told him
check
the
out that
rules.
#1 cop. No,
he
he
didn't
hasn't
tell
even...
the kid the rules. He told him the rules.
Yeah, Billy
the kid,
knows.
The son.
Okay, so look. Look, I'll show you.
Neat. What's his name?
His name's Gizmo. Giz? He's a Mogwai.
Gizmo.
He's just not shocked at all by it.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
He gets bored with it really quick, too. He goes over to this little 3D magazine. Like, he completely...
Blink your eyes.
You know he wasn't originally supposed to stay through the whole movie?
Corey Feldman?
No. Well,
Oh.
he doesn't, kind of. But no, Gizmo.
Gizmo was going to turn.
In the script,
Oh, yeah, he was gonna
Gizmo
turn
turns
into-
into Stripe.
Yeah.
But Spielberg
But he was
said
like-
keep it.
he was like,
yeah.
keep this thing, man.
Which,
This
I mean,
is
was a brilliant move.
It was a good move. But they
It
had
set
to
him
make...
apart, yeah.
That's why you don't ever see any scenes of Gizmo doing much. He's just sitting there.
Gee, Billy.
They never planned on designing him to walk and stuff like that.
It's the only one I've ever seen.
Yeah, because it was going to be all Gremlins. Spielberg,
See why not?
the studio was complaining, like, later on that there was too many Gremlins and that it was probably way too scary for little kids. So Spielberg started joking about just taking all the Gremlins out and calling the movie People. This was really creepy.
Oh, yeah, making the babies from his back?
Yeah, because the fact that they come out of his back and, like, when he's all wailing and
spider and all that.
pain
See,
and stuff.
But this is where the whole premise of the movie kind of breaks down because the old Chinese dude, like,
Just stomp on
yeah,
him.
the old Chinese guy
immediately.
knew.
Oh my god.
The Chinese guy knew the dangers. That's why he didn't want to sell them. So if he tell him the rules
Okay,
and everything,
so I have a theory.
why wouldn't he be like, all right, if that water drops on it, it pops some little
I have
things
a
off his
theory.
back.
Kill that shit.
Yeah, put it in a grinder.
I have a theory.
What's your theory?
I think this movie was made and funded to yeah, everybody's starting to pour a drink. I don't know. This movie was made to detract from the Chinese government and their industrious properties because that old man knew, and that little kid was a ploy.
Yeah.
To distract him to
he
unleash
pulled
this
it-
animal
He
upon
pulled
America.
in the dumb white American
this
that was
like
walking
a
around
This
lost.
was like a Red Scare Cold War movie. I mean, it came out, 84?
Yeah, it
like,
came
come
in
on.
the hype.
I mean,
It's all about invasion.
I'm serious. That's
Yeah.
why the racist depiction of the Asian
this
man.
little town is invaded by these short people with
This
weird
is
eyes.
what happens. If you buy anything from China, then this is what's going to happen. You're going to be overrun.
Now can I have...
I could be wrong.
Oh, I don't know.
And see, look, they're still not shocked. He goes, okay, see, now you got a bunch. Now can I have one?
I would be like, wait a minute. This means of reproduction is unlike any animal on this planet. Do you have an alien? That's what I would be. I'd be I'd be like,
Like the kid just gets on a magazine. He's like,
Yeah.
not like, holy shit! Like,
I'd be like, is this
all those little
extraterrestrial?
balls popped out of that thing's back that I've never heard of in my
I mean, it's
life,
the same thing
and
as-
now they're all full grown.
It's the same thing as Slithers. Like, why the fuck didn't you call the government?
Yeah.
You know, like
immediately.
Hey,
and that they're like still not fazed by it. They're like, oh well, that was weird. So I'm gonna read some comic books now.
Yeah, I'd be like, look, this thing looks
All these
like a
people
mammal.
are inept. Everybody in this movie is
Yeah.
fucking inept and 100% responsible for everything that happens in this movie.
Listen, I really think
the dad is definitely in
Look
that.
at this. Now you're familiar with the bathroom buddy, right? I have made an improvement. Watch this.
This
Is it gonna
huge
spray
thing.
you again?
You're late for the big meeting. It's really important. You're on your way in. You reach up. You forgot to shave. Now, what are you going to do?
This guy like a
Under
country
normal
singer?
circumstances, you are
Sounds like it, kind of.
trouble.
No, like I think his
But not
career
if you
before
have
this
the
movie was
vacuum
country
buddy.
singer.
I don't know.
Why don't you fact check yourself before you bring up
Damn
shit
it.
like that?
Why don't you check yourself before you wreck
That's
yourself?
pretty neat. What's this button?
Whoa.
Little gag.
All over his face.
That's like 3 times he's been sprayed in the face.
Also,
Yeah,
Zach,
that thing keeps shooting shit on his face.
Zach, you're a hipster. What's up with that band Mogwai? What's up with that?
Hey, I like Mogwai. Mogwai's fucking awesome.
Oh, never mind. Tim, you're a hipster.
That was
What's
me.
up with that band Mogwai?
Thank you.
Mogwai's
Thank you.
really good.
But why?
You should listen to an album called Mr. Beast.
Do they
It
just
is
have a
amazing.
thing for this movie? I don't understand.
I guess so. It just is a cool sounding name.
Like Wendigo.
That's the only requisites for a band name. It's just gotta sound cool.
Ones aren't like Gizmo. The one with the stripe seems to be the leader.
You know what?
I'll stripe.
What? I'll bet every kid in America would like to have one of these.
See, he's
Let's
scheming.
fucking mass produce them.
Let's mass produce this undiscovered species that probably isn't from
To
the planet
children.
Earth, that multiplies when you put
Fucking
water on
children.
it, and you don't even know what happens whenever you feed it.
No, we don't
Yeah.
even know about their life cycle. Like,
But I mean, obviously, this guy gets sprayed with juices all the time. You know, like other than the loads he's picking up in the street to pay bills. But you know,
because he's a horrible salesman.
He's just looking
so
for a
he's
dime.
Gotta
man.
take a few.
That's it.
Take a few for the team because he can't sell any of his
He's
products.
been taking a few for the team. He's okay with it. Obviously, like it doesn't even faze him.
That's the only income they've got. But even the dad, when he goes down there, he's like,
this is great.
he's not surprised. He's like, money, not like, holy shit, you're telling me there's fucking 8 more of these things now or whatever the fuck it is. And they've ripped open all of our presents and Christmas is ruined.
Oh, this is great. I can make some money off of it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We'll
It's
sell
like-
these things to children.
It's like you both. It's
So
kinda-
he's really like a morally
You know what? He reminds me of the pimp boyfriend from Casino.
Yeah.
He's always got a scheme, or Dutch from Red Dead Redemption. You know, he's always got a scheme.
they hung the dog.
Look at that.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, that's
he's
a real
moaning.
dog. That's
he's
a real...
moaning. They didn't like neck hang him. They just strung him up.
Yeah, but they still hung that real life dog.
They're mischievous. They're gremlins.
Bastards,
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the props and stuntmen.
Oh yeah, they hung him.
Yikes!
Look, all I know is that I'm positive that I closed and locked the door.
Fucking sociopath.
What am I kidding?
He's a
Amber Alert?
sociopath.
We can't point any fingers, not even at Mrs. Deagle.
Fucking stupid
Amber
dumbass
Alert.
lost kid.
How'd you get lost in the first place, kid?
Yeah. Who gets lost anymore these days?
We all got cell phones.
I'm gonna take Barney to your
I
grandma.
have a feeling this is going to come back to bite us in the ass.
Yeah.
Everybody-
In 2 years, like this kid's going to
Somebody
be found
call it out.
in a
Like, what's the
canal.
name? Like,
It's gonna be all right.
Everybody knows this. Knows we're just playing characters of ourselves.
Yes,
look at
I'm
that!
Aaron
Look at that!
Barnhill.
What is that? An artichoke heart with battery hooked up to it?
It's a pineapple. No, that's not artichoke. Yeah.
He's trying to power something.
What's wrong with this?
It's like, what is with this stereotype of the dumbass father, the patriarch of this family, and then
Yeah.
everybody else has it figured out and just picks up his pieces?
How do they live in that
Where did
house?
like, it came from? Like what? Like the honeymooners?
And all of a sudden, there were 5
Yeah, but that guy actually went to work and worked a hard job. This guy is just like, get rich quick schemes.
I travel around the world and I try to sell
Look, he's
shit.
dropping more fucking water on him.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna make more little babies.
Like, okay,
To
so
show my high school
here's-
science teacher.
Here's the next level of the ineptitude of this town. The science teacher, who probably has to have some kind of degree or some kind of formal education,
At least in
is
biology,
is
like-
saying, yeah, he's not saying, yeah, I need to help my old mentor from Harvard or whatever. He's saying, yeah, let me see what happens if I drop more on it. I'll be famous or something. Like,
Yeah.
No, I just to have the most basic understanding of
he's got a
biology
pocket protector. Look
and
at that.
taxonomy, you would be like, okay, this thing is warm blooded, it has fur, it looks like a mammal, it reproduces asexually with water. There's no other animal on the face of the planet that
Yeah.
does this. This is an alien
We
Yeah.
need to fucking call.
or a demon,
Somebody.
Yeah.
or it's a demon. Like,
So it's been days now, and
Yeah.
nobody's called anybody.
Yeah.
If you see
there's-
something, say
and
something.
There's literally dozens of them now.
there's a hotline for that, right?
Yeah, please, God, please.
Look
let there
at-
be.
I-
Oh,
like-
there's that tractor.
Yeah.
there's that Kentucky
He
combine.
rode his tractor to the bar.
He loves it because it ain't no foreign piece of crap.
This guy looks like what's the guy that plays the wolf in Pulp Fiction?
Huh?
The guy that plays the wolf in Pulp Fiction.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Huh? Pulp Fiction, the wolf.
Oh, Harvey Keitel.
God
Yeah,
damn, Tim, what happened to you? You
I
just have a glitch
thought
in the
Wolf of
Matrix?
Wall Street. I was jumping
He looks like
else.
Harvey Keitel's like
Yeah, he's
drunk
a poor
cousin.
man's Harvey Keitel.
Harvester, that Kentucky Harvester.
This is the first time we hear the word gremlins in this movie. You got to watch out for the foreigners.
That's the same gremlins brought down our planes in the big one.
That's what they're talking about.
That's right. World War II.
But gremlins in there.
WWI.
They came from the folk tales, and like that's what they tell the kids instead of telling them 5,000 men died on the beach today. They said, "Oh, look at this story of gremlins and the our fighting boys in the sky."
Send more money.
War bonds are popular right now.
Get your war bonds.
Okay, I think maybe I'll walk home.
They even had fucking Looney Tunes hawking war bonds.
Yeah, they had everyone.
They did little shorts and stuff.
Well, I mean, it would make more sense. Like it was inspired by a Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny was popular in the 30s, 40s, not the 30s.
Yeah.
That was Steamboat Willie, but the 40s and 50s.
You guys know who kind of looks like a gremlin? Look at this little Rocky. He looks just like a little mogwai.
Rocky was in the newspaper.
He was.
He was in the newspaper.
Oh, that little Rocky was in the newspaper.
Oh my god. He is a little gremlin though. He likes to eat edibles and trash.
And chocolate. He's a fucking
Chocolate.
monster. He's a
He
mogwai.
eats chocolate?
If it has weed in it.
He's diabetic.
Really good, you know. The way he handled the experiment.
He's
dogs can be diabetic.
He's a pre-diabetic.
You remember caroling?
Oh yeah,
Was
yeah.
that ever a thing?
Did you carol?
It's not a.
I remember.
I don't think it's a thing here, is it?
I
remember when I lived
in.
in. Where did we live? We lived in Bryan College Station. As the only time I
Jesus.
remember that carolers came to our door.
Oh yeah.
And like we opened the door and there was fucking people singing, and I was like, I thought this was just in the fucking movies. Like that was the one and only time that I've ever actually like seen Christmas carolers. Because nowadays, the way people are, like if you knock
You
on
get
somebody's
shot.
door, yeah,
You
you get a gun pulled on you.
Dude,
Get the fuck off my
if
lawn
somebody came
singing
up and
that
started
shit.
caroling at me, like I would be pissed off.
Caroling at me.
Hey, I got an idea, you guys. Hey,
don't point that caroling in my direction.
hey, let's go caroling, y'all.
Let's go right now.
Hey,
Let's
I got
go.
an idea. Okay.
Let's go.
Favorite Christmas song, Tim.
What's not to like? I mean,
Ooh.
I know.
So you hate Washington's birthday?
Or like we talking about like traditional,
No, anything. Christmas
religious,
song.
or are we talking about like, you know,
Christmas song.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I like what's the bells one, Tubular Bells,
Tubular.
or
The
something like that. If you look it up, you'll be like,
What,
oh yeah,
Kenny G?
dun 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 dun
Oh,
dun
yeah,
dun
yeah,
dun 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 dun
yeah.
dun. Or Bing Crosby's White Christmas.
Oh, that's a good one.
Kate?
Aaron?
Well, I don't know if it's my favorite one, but it's the one that gets stuck in my head every single year. And it's George Michael. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very
And then there's
next
Mariah
day
Carey's
you
All I
gave
Want for
it
Christmas Is
away.
You.
This
All
year-
I want for Christmas.
Wait,
to save
why
me
you gotta
from
steal my
tears.
thunder?
Is yours
give it
Mariah
some
Carey?
someone
Maybe.
different.
God damn it, Tim.
That's George Michael, but
Get in the goddamn spirit, okay?
Taylor
No,
Swift's
it's
remade
great.
it.
That's
We're
great.
putting up Christmas lights in this motherfucker. Like, let's-
I've already got my stockings and shit hung up in my apartment. Well, this was recorded on the 20th. They've been up for 2 weeks already.
So,
of November.
So I guess yours is Mariah Carey then.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's okay.
You basic.
I
bitch.
like Blue Christmas
You basic
by
bitch.
Elvis Presley as
Blue
well.
Christmas is good, yeah.
Or anybody who
Blue,
does Merry
blue,
Christmas
blue
Baby. There's like a whole
Christmas.
radio station dedicated to it.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't care. Like everybody bitches about Christmas
You're a
music, but
basic
I
bitch,
like
dog.
Christmas music.
There's a big part of me that gets into it. It's very nostalgic.
Well, it's the
for
same
me.
thing we talked about with Halloween. It's like the Christmas spirit I get from the TV, and I don't watch TV anymore, so I got to jam the.
When you
Christmas
hear that,
station.
you hear certain Christmas songs, it brings
Well,
you back to
every
your
town,
childhood.
every town has a radio station that plays nothing but Christmas.
Oh,
music,
I was in
right?
Ritter Lumber today,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Fuck.
they had the Christmas channel coming over the speakers.
Yeah.
Oh damn! What is he trying to take blood from it? It doesn't even have water. How do you know it's gonna have blood? Because you're an idiot.
It sounded like Gizmo said, "What the fuck?"
He must have got his degree from Phoenix Online.
They're like huge seed pods.
Body snatchers?
I don't know, maybe. Some 50s creature feature.
So speaking of creature features, and this is kind of a good tag because we're in the right time period.
Yeah.
We have been contacted by somebody who's worked in the picture business, and they did work on The Blob.
Oh, but that same person?
We're not going to say the name, but we're going to. This is. I guess we'll use this.
The same person you talked to me about? Oh yeah, on the Blob. You mean the '80s Blob?
Yeah, 88, I think 88 Blob. He worked on a couple other different like John Carpenter films and a couple things like that.
Just pretty.
It's gonna be fun.
I love the 88 Blob.
I'll be back in a second.
Why would he like have all the Gremlins but have Gizmo at the school?
Because they were bullying Gizmo
trifling
earlier.
Oh.
They were being mean to him and stuff, so he's keeping them separated.
Like that's their daddy, right? Like that's their
Or
dad
mom.
and mom.
It's their mom, not dad.
It's just like a shitload of fucking fried chicken right there, just
Here we go.
on a plate.
Yeah, just open aired. Fucking savages.
See, this is what I hate about bad owners of animals. This is a perfect example, and this probably is a message to people who don't raise their animals properly.
Yeah.
You don't give in to their needs.
You guys are really hungry.
Yeah.
Bad things happen and people die.
Don't let your animals
you want some?
boss you around, guys. You're the master.
You want some chicken?
You want some chicken? See, Gizmo's like,
No, he's so good he won't even eat.
Yeah, he's like, no, you shouldn't be doing that.
Oh yeah, it's after midnight, right? Is this after midnight right now?
Yeah.
No, they tricked him. They shut his clock down.
Yeah, they unplugged his alarm clock. Okay, but if Gizmo knew, shouldn't he be like trying to warn Billy, like, no, don't do that or something?
Wait, that wasn't Gizmo in there because Gizmo's at the school.
No, this is another random one.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
He's trying to act like Gizmo.
Oh,
See, look, no, it's not Gizmo. It's a half-ass Gizmo.
Yeah,
look how mischievous he is.
He let him keep one. But see, also, I don't know if he told this guy the rules.
Is that a brain? Like, did he kill one of them and open his head up?
Maybe.
A model. A model brain.
I don't know.
You know what's funny is if
he may have cut one up.
Even if he did tell that guy that rules, that guy seems to be like
doesn't care.
He seems to be very disregarding and like
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. That's the end of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Our wives, our children.
You're next. You're next.
The 70s remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers is one of my favorites. Love that movie.
The original one was like the 50s, right?
Yeah, that was that one. Then the 70s was Jeff Goldblum and
Mom?
Maria Shriver.
Leonard Nimoy, Maria Shriver. Donald Sutherland, that's the other guy's
Yeah, Donald Sutherland, yeah.
I still don't forgive y'all for the things y'all said about speaking of Maria Shriver.
Oh, I don't care.
Shriver? What the fuck are you talking about Maria Shriver?
I can't believe y'all said that about me.
You do like poop. It's a known fact. You like poop. I said it when you were away. I'll say it here. You like poop.
It's on your Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
I have a Wikipedia page?
Yeah, it's your fans have actually cultivated it. And
yeah,
that's like
all of the things they've learned about you from this podcast, and they went and created.
And that's the number one thing.
It's all about
like,
poop.
Yeah,
well,
it's
that's
like,
happening now.
You hear that, you guys? Go create Zach Bowman a Wikipedia page.
I made sure.
I mean, I'll do my best interpretation or my best. I'm Zach Bowman, and I like poop.
This is back to everybody in this movie being inept.
Here.
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on here? You fucking idiot.
This clock hasn't moved.
Yeah.
What?
And you didn't look at the clock before you fucking went and fed him?
Stage.
Pupil.
Yeah, like that's an important plot point that everybody's hammered in.
Yeah, right.
And
this is
he didn't even look. I mean, he did look, but it said it was unplugged.
changes.
But that wouldn't. I mean, the time would. He looked at the clock and it was. Okay, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
This movie is flawed.
Well, I don't know. Flawed is just like they're fucking idiot.
It's a change in
He's not even like.
And in appearance.
He didn't even try to like double check to make sure that he didn't fucking do something.
We've been introduced to his father already, and it's been like a good hour of
that apple didn't fall far from the tree.
And if his mom's staying with that guy, then he's doubling down.
Obviously is.
Oh, this is
doubling down on that.
She's the first one to see one of the actual Gremlins, isn't she?
Oh, is this a scene?
I think this is coming
Kitchen
up.
scene?
Lady, the phone is like 2 feet away. Don't use that stupid thing.
She believes in her man.
Well, he's probably always telling them, like, please use the product.
Yeah, use the invention. I need it to be
Okay,
tested.
now watch this. Watch the foreground. Steven Spielberg.
Oh, that is Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
That was him. Oh, and that's the robot from
Forbidden Planet.
Was it? I was gonna say Lost in Space.
I think it's Forbidden Planet. And then that's the time machine in the background from the time machine.
What is he like at what is he, a Comic-Con?
That was
it was
like an
convention.
inventors convention. So look, the time machine's gone.
And there's a scorch mark like it actually worked. That's hilarious.
Yeah. They cut away and then they cut back and the time machine's gone out of the background.
That's a lot of work for something so disposable.
I give him that. Like the script's not that watertight, but everything behind
But I
it
didn't
was
notice.
pretty
I didn't
credible.
notice that until today when
Until
I was
today?
watching something.
That's
I was watching
good.
video. I was
That's
like,
that's an eagle eye, dude.
That's really cool. Like the time machine's gone when they cut back.
Maybe.
Another, were they hinting at Back to the Future was coming out
Yeah,
soon?
probably so. Yeah, one more year.
They shared all the same sets and stuff, and they were kind of two of the same actors.
This is when like Steven Spielberg was like in between gigs, so he's like, "Yeah, let me throw some money at this thing just to throw in some Easter eggs."
Well, because
and
he was executive producer on Back to the Future as well.
Oh, he didn't direct it?
Robert Zemeckis directed it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, he was executive producer on that too.
She's still talking about slowly killing his dog.
And that lady in the background, like, shooting some evil looks at him.
Here's Mr. Bird's heart.
Mr. Bird's heart.
This wasn't a Kathleen Kennedy thing, was it?
This was Frank Marshall, Kathleen Kennedy, and
She's
Steven Spielberg.
she is the second richest producer in movies, second to Spielberg.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Is that why she's the president of Star Wars now?
Of course, Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
They
Like
need to
she's
fucking
produced
fire her.
everything. Aliens.
They were hinting that she might have gotten fired.
I mean, maybe
need to
she's
fire
old. She's old, but she's put out all the classics.
Her producing credits go as far.
are amazing.
Yeah. I mean,
Jurassic Park. She did
that girl,
Alien. All the like three
that
Alien
girl
movies.
knows which movies to back.
Yeah, well, she's ruining Star Wars.
Well, maybe.
I mean, your time
No,
runs
not
out.
maybe,
Your
definitely.
time runs out.
In my opinion, definitely.
Well, we'll see if J.J. Abrams can save it.
Well, he's part of what ruined it too.
Yeah, him too. And I hate to say Ryan Johnson.
Oh, Ryan Johnson fucking.
I don't like what he did with
shat
it.
all over it.
Yeah, he just shit on it.
Hey, at least he tried to do something different.
What up, Honda? Old school.
Send us some free
Dude,
shit, Honda.
these are really creepy.
This
these
is
are like
gross,
These are like
man.
alien pods.
Yeah, the shit.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like the
so
biology.
imagine like a little 8-10-year-old kid in the movie theater going, "What the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah.
What happened to the cute furry things?"
Like I didn't know.
Yeah,
I was
there's a lot of parents going, "Oh, we fucked up."
Yeah. Oh shit.
Shit.
I didn't know. I brought my kids to see Aliens 2 Part 2.
Yeah.
The Return.
Aliens Light.
It's weird how violent.
And he
this
was just
movie
keeping
is.
those
Like,
things in a box on the table.
See, that's my thing. I'm talking about. Like, if this guy just had the basic understanding of like taxonomy and biology.
Well, look, dude,
he would
like,
come
he's
to the
a high school
conclusion these are
teacher.
aliens.
Come on.
yeah,
like,
I mean, he's teaching
they're
high
not
school.
all great.
Yeah, but I'm not a high school teacher.
In
Even
Kingston
I know.
Falls.
What the fuck is he showing them?
Hearts. That's a.
Animal hearts because he's a fucking weirdo.
Weighs only about 3.
Now look what happens when we poke it.
Hey
So
man.
scientific.
Hey man, that's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
they did it in Silsby. It's
That's
all
a
right.
heart. Check out that brain. Now
I turned out okay.
Poke it with something sharp. See what happens.
Wait, and when you were in school, Zach, what did you dissect? Did you dissect a cat or a shark?
We did a worm and a shark.
A shark. Okay, yeah.
And some of the kids in the AP
Yeah.
classes did a pig.
We did a shark.
Damn,
I know
they
some
do a
people.
cat.
Some
That's
people
pretty
did a
big.
cat, but we
Yeah.
did sharks.
fetal pig. It was
In
like this big.
7th grade, we did the frog.
The frog.
Yeah. Oh, we did a frog too.
We didn't do a
For
frog.
sure.
We just did a shark.
Maybe it was a frog instead of the shark.
How do you get a frog and a shark confused?
It was dead and they smelled
both-
the
they
same.
both live in
smell
the
like
water.
embalming
Smelled the
fluid. You know that smell? That embalming fluid smell? Ugh.
Oh, when y'all started talking about it, I immediately remember smelling that classroom.
It's like a sharp, salty smell.
I was not into it.
Yeah, you're bad. You're bad with that, aren't you?
See, I remember this was the first, like, this scene scared me.
Roy.
Because you're like, oh shit, you know there's a gremlin in there with him. He's the first one to die. Okay, so maybe I was wrong.
Okay,
The mom,
that's kind of sad,
it
too.
means he's the first one to see a gremlin.
Yeah,
not the
but
mom.
they
Well,
really
he's-
made it a point
He's the
where
first
you,
one to die, and that's a terrible stereotype.
Yeah.
I don't really care though because he's
Kill the black
incompetent.
guy first.
He's incompetent.
Yeah, well,
He is
everybody in this movie,
he's not a good scientist.
everybody in this movie so
Yeah.
far, except for the mom, is completely incompetent.
Right. If he was competent, he wouldn't die because he would call out for an actual
He'd be like,
expert.
oh shit!
He would have had a containment
the school.
procedure.
absolutely.
There should have been a second firewall.
Yeah,
There should
he
be
should,
a there, and you got to have a contingency plan for if that
Granted,
firewall.
granted.
If that
Look,
firewall
hold
is
on.
breached, then you got to have a
And this-
contingency for firewall number
this is
2. He put it in a cardboard box.
This is a scientific. This is a
birdcage.
scientific reference, though, in that back in these days they did not have the understanding of biology that they do now. They did not have the
They
outlook.
had plenty of
that
ideas.
long
yes,
ago.
they did.
This wasn't that long.
They had
But no, it
plenty
wasn't
of
the it
understanding.
wasn't the understanding of like this could fuck up some things.
They had plenty of understanding.
I don't know, man.
Only thing they needed to understand is the fact that nobody had ever seen one of these things before.
Yeah, he should have been more psyched about that than
in the history of the
than
world.
studying it.
And he put it in a brown paper sack.
Don't you feel better?
Did it just squeeze his pinky?
Yeah, that little thing bites my finger. You know what? First of all, I just want to say this and get this out there. I will fuck up any one of these gremlins. This gremlin comes out of me, I will fuck that gremlin up. Let it bite my finger, see what happens.
That's a
Fuck
full
it.
drink,
I'll rip
everybody.
its fucking head off.
That is
it
a
would,
drink.
It would have to take at least 10 gremlins to even like do some damage on me.
Cheers to the first death, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Good call.
Wait for it. There's the death. Okay.
Cheers, you inept
to it.
teacher.
He's not twitching, so that means he's dead.
Oh, they're smart. They give him an embolism. That's how they killed him.
Yeah, well, his
They
original
shot, They
death.
shot teaspoons of air in his blood.
His original death, which another thing Spielberg changed because he was like, that's too graphic.
Yeah.
Billy was going to find him, and he was going to have a shitload of those needles in his face. And he was going to be laying there with a bunch of hypodermic
Yeah.
needles in his face and shit. And Steven Spielberg was like, no,
That's a little much.
we're not going for an R rating. Oh, look, doesn't he like...
I think he's like spinning around the models.
Oh, I
brains
thought...
and hearts.
Yeah, okay. I thought they actually like ripped that guy's heart out. It was like, here, check out this dude's heart.
I think he killed him with an embolism. He didn't seem
Yeah,
to be.
oh, yeah.
He just like
Shot
shot
some
air
air.
into
Yeah.
him. Would never happen on me. I mean, I'm just. How many gremlins do you think it would take?
I mean,
to kill you?
how strong can a gremlin be? Yeah.
How strong? How many do you think you could take?
I mean, a gremlin couldn't be stronger than Juno, say.
Oh, it couldn't be even half the strength.
Yeah.
I imagine. You know.
I mean, it's got sharp claws and stuff, I guess, but
yeah. But
do,
its
I mean, do
body
they have
is
a?
just-
Do they have a? They've got opposable thumbs, yeah, because they can use weapons and shit. So, advantage gremlin.
It's
They're
probably
fast.
got like it might have like at the very.
I mean, they're fucking fast.
At the very best, they could have like the strength of a baby chimpanzee or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a
baby
small
chimp.
monkey.
That would be the absolute best
Yeah.
strength they could have. They'd be somewhere
So,
between
I mean, I
like
could
a baby
fuck up
chimp
a
or
good
a baby.
amount of monkeys before they overtook
Hell yeah,
me.
dude! I will.
This was
Aw.
the animators put this in the movie because they were having so many problems with the animatronics that they just
of Gizmo?
wanted to. Yeah, because like they were saying, like we were saying, like he was supposed to turn into Stripe.
Yeah.
So they didn't expect to keep having to keep using him, and they just kept so they never expected to be able to make Gizmo walk because Gizmo was always just going to be kind of like sitting somewhere. But then when they decided that he was going to be in the whole movie, because Spielberg said that was what to do.
Right.
They had to start coming up with, okay,
'Cause they hadn't even thought about
he's
that
going to
yet,
have to do
yeah.
shit. Because before he was just going to sit around and just be there and be cute. So they had to start, okay, now we got to figure out how to make Gizmo walk and his little legs move and stuff. And they were having trouble with it. So they
just put it on a dartboard.
put him on a dartboard.
It was like the rules
Fuck
weren't
this
even
thing.
come up with until production anyway.
Yeah.
Like, those 3 rules weren't even put up until.
Well, it was just the fact that they were getting pissed off that the animatronics kept fucking up. So they just they put him on a dartboard and started throwing darts at him. They even walked the puppets on and off the set like with armed guard to make sure they weren't stolen by anybody.
Right.
And sold off set.
Mom, they
I believe that.
Get out of the house.
Caca.
Mom?
So let me get this straight. Mom can have a chef's knife when she's going upstairs, but when she's cutting onions, she has to use a little tiny utility knife. Gotcha.
Why is she not like freaked out by that? She get up, let's go. Your son
Well, Erin, her husband has a knife for every job.
Well, your son just called and frantically said, "Get out of the house, get the fuck out of the house," and she's just sitting there. You see those eggs? All that green shit?
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, there's bioluminescent eggs here. I think I'm going to get out because...
my son seemed to
these
really...
are aliens.
Oh, she was freaking out because somebody turned the music on.
Well, she married a man who took home an unknown species from a Chinese vendor in Chinatown.
Well, she knows something's in the house because somebody turned the record player on. I thought that was just like movie music. I didn't realize that was...
See, this is how you know this is a white family, because she's not getting out of the house.
And they have hanging plants.
If this would have been black folks, they'd have been like, all right, peace, I'm out. I'm out.
I would have jumped out of the second story window as soon as I saw those eggs.
Hell yeah. I would have just killed them all.
Yeah, at the same time.
At the same damn time.
I used to always love that sound effect right there.
Oh, that... It's funny how quick the tonal shift of this movie happened. It was like
now we're getting into kind of more of the horror territory, obviously.
Yeah.
This is the first time we see a gremlin.
There's Stripe.
No, that's not Stripe.
Isn't it because it was a little mohawky dude?
No.
Isn't that him?
No.
It's not?
Because she straight up kills this one.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the we only saw the gremlin's hand when it scratched Billy's hand on the phone.
That's right, That's
so
right.
that was the first reveal in the film of the gremlin.
Oh shit! Yeah,
and say Mom knows what she's doing. Mom kills one right off the bat. Look at that. So Dad's inventions are good for something. It just fucking killed a gremlin. Look, she picks up the damn TV dinner tray. See, that's not a thing anymore. My grandparents used to have those.
It's a thing. We have them in our house.
You still have them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents have some.
So you can eat on the couch.
It's ultimate convenience.
See, look at this. I mean,
she's a badass, man.
That's 2 gremlins down.
Tim, didn't you have something to say about women fighting wars over their kitchens?
It's fucked up that she's
Didn't
still
that
in
come
the
from the burbs,
kitchen.
Maybe.
It's fucked up that she's still in the kitchen right now.
Oh shit! She's gonna microwave them. Oh my god!
I bet they thought that kids would like microwave their
Look,
pets.
this is so cool though. You get to see them pop. Oh. So, dude, 2 minutes. She's killed 3 gremlins already. Like, she's a fucking badass. She needs to put on. Look at this. Look
She's
how badass
Leia
this
from the
bitch
burbs.
is.
Now she's dual
Leia
wielding.
from the
Now
burbs.
she's dual wielding.
Everybody in this movie is a fucking idiot, and then the gremlins show up, and Mom's like, "Y'all want to bring the demons out of me?" I'm fucking tired of living with these fucking idiots all the goddamn time. Yeah, I'm surrounded by fucking morons, and now some gremlins want to fuck with me on Christmas. So she's just fucking had it. She's my favorite character.
She looks like from Aliens.
She kind of looks.
She's got a Ripley vibe going on right now.
Yeah.
Haircut and everything.
It's kind of got a Ripley vibe.
Or Sarah Connor from the Terminator movie.
That was probably well thought of. I know you're in the stocking, bitch.
Misdirect, it's in the tree. That tree's getting closer to you.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Shoot.
That's a cool effect.
There's a couple in there, I guess.
Yeah. So imagine, like, little kids at this point seeing the mother figure. So as a little kid, seeing that your mom could get killed, like, right away, like, kids are going to be terrified because...
I mean, this is a pretty hardcore movie.
They expect their parents to be able to protect them.
It's getting there. And also, like, the terror coming from the tree, like, the most innocuous thing you can think of. Like, it's
I wonder how many kids, like, were afraid to go near the Christmas tree after seeing this movie.
There's a sword. Callback.
Oh.
Nice.
Mom, are you all right?
Tell your father, I'm finally glad he got those
look
swords.
how fucking cool that looks. There's Stripe.
Mom, it's Stripe.
Mom, it's Stripe. Mom, I named them.
He just blew his nose on your linen curtains. go fuck them up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bitch.
She's like, those are fucking...
Should I get it?
Yeah, go ahead and get it, honey.
Oh, now they're gonna go on a rampage. On
This
the whole
is
neighborhood.
where, yeah,
Dr. Molinaro, could we come in?
we
please?
start to see them hit the... Oh, well, no, not quite yet, because Stripe has to...
Oh yeah, he has to multiply.
Yeah.
That's right.
But when they hit the town, man, there's some really crazy... That's when it gets Looney Tunes.
Didn't they basically take the whole last part of this film where all the crazy shit happens and make that into the entirety of Gremlins 2? Like, I remember Gremlins 2 a lot more than I do this movie.
Well, really? Yeah, well, like we were saying,
yeah.
the Gremlins 2 wasn't...
There's more set pieces.
They didn't try to go as scary. Like, it was just straight up bonkers.
Yeah.
Like, they went and had fun with it. And, yeah, I mean, it all took place in that hotel.
The question is totally without meaning. Pardon me, sir. Stuff
Watch out behind you, man.
thick and heavy.
I remember phone booths.
Gallons be
I
sufficient.
What a
remember
time.
phone booths.
What a time.
I rarely use it myself.
They were fucking germ factories. Fucking...
Of course you would say that.
Dude, like, all the gross shit, and people like, let's go have sex in a phone booth and doing drugs in phone booths.
What?
and-
Whoa.
Man,
Did somebody proposition you to have sex in a phone booth?
No. I'm saying people do that.
They were
So
like,
then
"Come
you-
here, little kid. I'm gonna suck your dick."
Then you go, like, you ever, like, you put the phone up to your ear and it's, like, waxy?
How do you feel about remote controls at hotel rooms?
Come on. I bring my own pillows to hotel rooms. Because I don't trust that they wash those pillowcases good enough.
They definitely don't wash the comforter.
Yeah.
Ever.
What?
But, like,
That's
you ever
gross.
put a payphone up to your ear and, like, you could feel all the grease on the fucking earpiece?
Yeah, you don't put it to your ear, you just hold it close.
Yeah, no.
Oh, come on.
Dude, the last time
Sounds like
I
a
used
psychosis.
the last time I used a phone booth was when I was a freshman. I think that was the last time I ever used one.
I have a picture of me in a non-working phone booth when I was 8, and they took a picture of me in it because it was so old when I was 8.
God damn, so this just turned into me being... This went from me being a germaphobe to me being old as shit.
I mean, you've been 30 since the 90s, Tim. Like, come on.
It feels like it.
Actually, the last phone booth I've actually seen, like booth, not just like stand, is in Dodge City, Texas, and it's still working. That was
Oh, what a town.
What
a town.
As of 4 years ago. Like, I was there like 4 years
Oh,
ago.
great story.
Ooh, look, he just fell in.
What a town.
What a town. Send us some free shit,
Dodge City.
Oh, we just fell in. Yeah,
No, it's Dodge City.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to get some little shot glasses that say Dodge City on them.
See, this bioluminescence is like a whole nother thing.
that's
you know,
creepy.
that's
I like how the soundtrack is made up of some of their, like, noises.
it's made of like
Well,
they put their noises
fucking-
in it.
Well,
yeah.
get this. Howie Mandel did the voice of Gizmo. The voice, somebody else that did voices for the Gremlins was Michael Winslow
Oh, dope.
from Police Academy.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Like, his
So a
biggest
lot of
videos
that's
are him
all-
doing, like, Led Zeppelin guitar.
Yeah,
with his,
a lot
with
of
his
that
mouth and
stuff is
shit.
fucking Michael Winslow doing those weird sound effects at the
Doing those cat orgy sounds.
Little monsters.
Right.
We did several movies where it comes back to the sheriff's office.
Sure, maybe thousands.
And it's an inept sheriff who's like, "Yeah, whatever, kid.
Like,
check out
Slither
the deputy."
In a matter of hours.
That's Mike from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah,
You think this kid is drunk, Brent?
No, you are, huh?
very young.
I am not.
God,
What are these little gremlins?
they're like bumbling.
He is the guy from Super Troopers, right?
My father gave me
Ew.
No, I don't think so.
The old guy?
I don't think so. No.
Always give you vicious.
I don't know. I don't like that movie.
No, they don't start out vicious at first.
Oh, of course not.
They don't.
No, the sergeant from Super Troopers is like Rip Torn, I think, or something.
No, it's not Rip
Could you dim
Torn.
the lights in here, please?
Sure. Go ahead, Brent.
Let me pull up Google. Hold on to your butts.
It sure is. It sure is, Mike.
Yeah,
Look how man he looks so young.
he was also in something else. Like it was something we did or something I watched. I think he was in the Blob remake, the '80s Blob.
Damn! Look how many gremlins there are. Jesus.
Oh no, I know what I'm thinking. Oh man, look, that Santa's pants are gonna fall down. This is a total kind of honey. This is a All in the Family. She is totally fucking. Oh
Edith?
God, yeah, Edith.
I think.
Yeah. I was gonna say Ethel Merman.
With the TV.
But this is the total, like, he's just a...
Oh, yeah.
I've been working all day, woman, fix the TV. And she's like, okay,
Yeah.
Frankie, don't fucking hit me again with the bounce.
It's like a shiny.
He's the old curmudgeon, and she's
Straight
like,
to the moon, Alice.
Yeah, it's the honeymooners, all in the family. He's like, why I oughta...
I
yeah.
have an obligation to my employer.
And she's like, okay, sweetie.
She's been beaten down for
Yeah.
so long.
She's always smiling because if she's in a bad mood, it'll make him be in a bad mood.
But
and
on the
you don't
inside,
want him to be in a bad mood.
It's just a river of tears.
I just
think
now,
we're...
I just
She's
now
like, where are you going? That's a bad...
I gotta get a drink.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to the fucking Cheesecake Factory.
I seriously... Step Brothers. That's awesome. I just now figured out that Joker and Harley Quinn are based off of sitcom stereotypes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a Stockholm syndrome.
I would have
kind of
never
thing.
thought that
Yeah.
was all in the family.
Oh yeah,
until
she's
just now.
Yeah,
I love how she's being brought back.
sorry,
and
Mr.
all
J.
all the
She's
broken
completely
girls
broken
Those
down.
were the days.
are just taking right onto it. Like,
Yeah.
she's been brought back to the forefront of culture, and people love it.
Here's the first time I think we see
Oh, yeah.
we hear the Gremlins theme.
Yeah. He's gonna kill with his own Kentucky Harvester.
I love that Gremlins theme.
It's like this
It's
whole
so
soundtrack is
crazy.
like it's like the border because in the mid to late '80s they were starting to bring electronics into the music.
It
scene.
has a Danny Elfman
And
kind
there-
of feel
but
to
there
it.
is, like,
where
this
Danny,
is
people
electronic partially.
Yeah, because Jerry Goldsmith was old school, like John Williams and all those others.
Yeah.
But then people like Danny Elfman came along and started bringing synthesizers into it
Yeah.
and all this stuff. And it's okay, hence
And this
the
is
80s.
still whenever synthesizers were being introduced. Like synthesizers, I would be willing to bet that them being introduced into the concert scenarios was brought about by the movies and by popular music.
yeah.
Not so much by like what is good in like the symphony scene.
This is the montage of Gremlins fucking with random people in the town.
That guy can move any slower.
Yum yum.
He looks like Nashville hipster Doc Brown.
He looks like a really old Jody Rio.
This trope has been done in tons of movies. The monster in the mailbox.
This sounds like John Williams. Like this sounds like
Yeah, well,
they're
Jerry. Yes, I
mimicking-
say yeah. Jerry Goldsmith and him sounded like.
Oh yeah, he's a Catholic.
Stranger.
He's sending letters to the boys that grew up.
Why did he stick his arm that far in there? The guy stuck his arm all the way up to the elbow into that mailbox.
He wanted to feel alive again.
Who does that?
This theme
just
is so terrible and good at the same time.
I love it. But see, like they're not really going around just straight up murdering people.
No, they're just causing chaos.
They're just causing mayhem.
Yeah.
One of them goes to fuck with
Gremlins.
the stoplights. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them goes gets in a mailbox
Have
and
you-
just sits in a
Tim-
mailbox
Tim,
and
have
waits
you
for
ever
somebody to
experienced
stick
a
their
gremlin before?
Yeah.
Like in particular?
Yeah. I'm not going to name names.
Well, there's a gremlin. There's a gremlin that made the heater on the patio at Thirsty's go off. It's not working. That was a gremlin.
Well,
There's a
somebody
gremlin-
stole the bulb out.
A gremlin hit the Fly episode, it seems like.
Sheriff's office.
Oh yeah, probably so.
100%.
I think so. I think so.
100%.
It was definitely a gremlin that did that.
Fucking with the...
Oh, no.
Somebody got to go outside and check the antenna. I'll go, boss.
Something about a snowplow.
Now, see, the Futtermans were supposed to die in this.
The creatures. The creatures are making it look like an accident.
Okay, you do sound like a lunatic.
Sheriff, will you listen to me?
You listen to me, kid.
He even has the same jacket that the dude in American Werewolf
He
had.
does, the red jacket, yeah.
Wait, they saw Gizmo and they don't believe in the gremlins?
They didn't see Gizmos, did they?
No, he's
said
got him
sit
with
their
him.
Gizmo there.
Oh, yeah.
I think they can't be making all this noise. Look at this cute kid.
Yeah, they need to die.
Look at this little cute little creature I've never heard of in my life.
And
He's 50
Stripe,
years old.
Stripe is the Charles Manson of the Gremlins because he's just kind
He
of
just
going
gets
around
everyone
looking
else,
at everybody, going, "Okay, good, keep it up."
Kopeck, you
Oh, here's Mr.
That
Potter.
shit drives her at the fucking wall, you know?
Cope. Wow. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. This has been A to Z Movie Night.
For those of you guys listening, the old curmudgeon lady from the bank, she is wheelchair bound and goes upstairs in a chair.
I like how everybody's
and Zach just made fun of the handicap.
I actually remember being in a house years and years ago where there actually was one of those.
The infirm. He made fun of the infirm.
You went to a house with a
they actually had one of those.
Drives me up the fucking wall device?
It's called an auto lift,
yeah.
Sir. Have some fucking respect. She lived through World War II, okay?
Well, she called that...
She was married twice. That makes her a heathen because her baby daddy died in,
She is Rita
Ukraine,
the Riveter.
So.
I hate Christmas carolers. Screeching voice.
She called that cat Kopek, which is very similar to Klopek, which is the last name of the... There you go.
They're all caroling.
What, Tim?
The birds.
Oh, yeah.
But they're doing their theme.
Yeah,
they're going, yeah.
That's some good carolers.
That's a little meta right there. They're caroling their own Gremlins theme.
Man, I ain't gonna be afraid of no reptile raccoons, dude. I will fuck them up.
Yeah, well, she's 105.
Oh, that's right.
She was actually a senior when I was a freshman.
Maybe she'd be in better shape.
She used to be a looker back in the day. This is so fucking funny.
Well,
this is Looney Tunes right
that
here.
That one spring break, she threw her hip out.
Yeah, this is Looney Tunes.
Was that Charlie Chaplin?
Those are old presidents.
Oh shit!
They were those.
She is fucking dead. Like she has a massive brain hemorrhage. At
all
this
of
point.
all those paintings on the wall were actually former presidents that were on money. Not all of them, but were actually on pieces of money.
Oh,
because she's all rich.
Oh, because she's super money. Yeah.
So yeah, all of her cats.
Are you serious?
They didn't get that across in the movie very much, but all of her cats were named after supposedly people.
Wait, what did you say at the beginning that like it was like 170 minutes before they trimmed it down?
He said the original cut of this was 160 minutes. Yeah.
Wow.
There's like a lot of little like.
We're waiting to get that 160-minute version of Gremlins, Joe Dante.
Yeah.
Frank, I really think we should go now. It's kind of funny, Frank. Do I start the car? Because I'd really like to go back to the station now.
Doesn't he go crazy and like I think
why don't you shoot the gremlin?
Yeah, like how did he not get through that window?
Shoot it, just punch it in its little face.
Yeah, or just punch it. It's got a very chokeable neck.
Yeah.
It's like 2 inches. You could one-handed choke these things to death.
The Return.
I kind of feel bad about this movie because
this is like a level in the video game. You had a
is
slingshot and you had to shoot gremlins out of a window.
This is one of the movies that contributed to Corey Feldman being ruined as a person.
Yeah.
Oh, probably, yeah.
He was probably being molested
At
on
this
set.
point.
Yeah, he was just being fucked, you know.
Yeah, just
By Steven Spielberg.
Just fucked.
Somebody just like they grabbed some makeup from the effects department. It was like, put these gremlin ears on, kid. I'm gonna fuck you.
Now
Jesus
we are in
Christ.
no way making light of
I did not mean for that
molestation.
to happen. Okay.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, we're not making light of that. That is
I'm not making light.
That is an awful thing.
Do I have to shut it down? All right, shut it down.
I just want to call to light that it
They're
happened.
turning the lights off, you guys. We're getting cut out.
I just
here.
want to call to light that it
Have to
happened.
go.
Okay, we can't bury it. Can't sanitize history. He's fucked up now.
No, yeah, I know, and yeah, I mean, well, that's what we're saying that it was probably around this time.
So
that was happening.
we're
to him.
saying the cumulative effort of watching
that is
this
what
movie,
he has said is that this is
watching
when
this
the
movie.
molestation was happening.
Gremlins is responsible for Charlie's
Was
Angels.
this it this time?
Gremlins was responsible for Charlie's
Which kind of it puts a damper on these movies when you go back and watch them. And you're like, oh yeah, he's been very vocal about
you know
how
what, though? Look,
they were being taken advantage of back then.
But if we did not watch these movies right now, it would all be in vain. His whole molestation would be in vain.
Would it though?
That's why we have to watch it. We have to watch it to honor his molestation.
So this is this is mobile oil.
Hey man, good works have to happen. You have to overlook the creators.
No, well, I just...
You have to overlook the past.
I'd go ahead. I'd like to go ahead.
Steven Spielberg's gonna fucking come kill us.
I'd like to go ahead.
This might be our last episode when this gets released because Steven Spielberg is gonna.
We're about to be sued into the dirt.
I want to issue a public apology first and foremost. I regret the things that I just said.
We're gonna have a disclaimer at the beginning of this episode.
And the things that I said were said by me as an individual, and they do not reflect in any part or in whole on A to Z Movie Night. I want to say I'm sorry to Corey Feldman.
Shut up!
I want to say I'm sorry to Corey Feldman's mother, who probably fed him to the lions and allowed him to be. I'm sorry to you.
She knew what was going to happen.
Okay,
I'm sorry to Steven Spielberg and his company Amblin. Amblin is
we coming for you, Amblin.
Amblin is in no way.
You can't hide no more.
Amblin is in no way has ever been accused. Well, has never been.
Look, she's still serving drinks.
Charged with the act of child
She's still serving
or
drinks.
endangerment.
Like the Gremlins are like, give me more booze.
Okay,
and
Tim,
like,
what would you do in that situation?
She's even trying to light their cigarettes.
Oh wait a minute! How can they not get fucking water on them, but they can drink booze with water in them?
And they're spilling it all over themselves and shit too.
I mean, this is also a commentary on parenthood. I would
ashtray.
like to say a commentary on parenthood and unplanned pregnancy. So go get yourself fixed or get that abortion. Because Gizmo didn't have a choice. Okay,
He didn't have a choice. No,
he didn't have a choice. His biology made him have.
That dirty paint water spilled on him without his consent.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
I just.
Where's that little gremlin dick?
She just got flashed.
Show me that dick, gremlin.
They don't need dicks. They're asexual, dog. So he doesn't even know what he was doing right there. What was he flashing?
It was influenced by society. We need to take that off the airwaves.
This game, that's the Star Wars game.
That's the Star Wars game, yeah.
And that was
what was that game? Not the Star
innovative
Wars
as
game.
shit.
It was a
at the time.
vector game on.
What was the vector games? What were they called? The MS-DOS game.
It wasn't DOS. It was it was on
Tempest.
Tempest. It was Tempest. That was a vector game too. Yeah.
Yeah, it just sneezed beer all over his face. Look.
Is that a girl?
Spike, there's actually a girl one there. She's got earrings.
Okay, so they're not girls. It's more like the prison thing.
Look, yeah.
Look, Spike. Or
because they're all asexual. They're not.
Yeah.
So not girl, just feminine.
A lot of heavy themes in this mob boss. I would like to say.
Stripe just murdered another gremlin. For messing with his girl.
Film noir moment.
Here's Mob Boss. Or is this Mob Boss or is that Hardboiled Detective Gremlin?
Hardboiled Detective.
Humphrey Bogart.
Really, honestly, the inventor at the beginning of the movie, because that's the character he played in the beginning. Wandering in the streets of Chinatown.
It's Chinatown, Jake.
This is a Chinatown reference, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the detective.
He's like, oh, you're telling me a story,
Yeah,
huh?
and then the dame shows up.
He was your husband, but he was also your brother.
He never came home last night.
Flashdance?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Supposedly,
Can we do a Merry Christmas cheers,
there was
I guess?
one picking his nose.
We're, I want to say...
We're more than halfway.
We're in the third act.
Yeah. We're in the third act. This is kind of the beginning of the third act, so I guess we'll cheers to that. Yeah, let's pour these things up.
Now look, he's getting off into some electricity. He's like, let me get that shit. He's put his finger in the light socket.
Well, remember in the second one, the one electrical gremlin in part 2?
Oh, yeah.
That ran through the currents and stuff, and he was completely animated.
Cheers to the strong, subservient woman.
She's still behind the bars.
She's keeping up with her duties.
Look, trying to light their cigarettes. Oh,
cheers.
She's a consummate professional.
You know they ain't got no cash.
Yeah, why is she still fucking serving them? Like,
yeah, they ain't gonna pay their
No,
tabs.
she's inept. That was wrong. I was completely wrong.
She remembers that they don't like light. That's right.
Yeah, see, the women are the only ones that like figure this shit out.
Yeah, all the men in this
Tim, what are you
movie
doing? You're going
are
against character, okay?
way fucked up.
Yeah, I know, but I
Never really put it together.
never noticed just how
Yeah, they're the only competent characters in the whole
like
movie.
how blatantly obvious it is. That
It's
all
weird.
The,
It's like
I mean, with the dad, especially like you were saying, like it's like over the top.
But
like, hey, this guy's a moron.
You would think that like equality in film would have come, like so many years ago until now.
We think that.
Well, Joe Dante is a feminist.
Strong female characters weren't things that existed at one point.
It's a pretty scary gremlin when they got masks on. They're really scary when all they got is that little teeth sticking
Steven
out.
Spielberg was a feminist, I guess, apparently. Maybe that's why you only raped little boys.
That's what I was about to say. Oh God.
Good night,
I'm
ladies
so
and gentlemen.
happy this is his own show now.
I
I'm so happy.
So
I know we're all gonna burn together.
So I would like to take this time to apologize for my co-host Tim. Tim's views do not
Merry
reflect.
Christmas. Fuck you. I'm out. I quit.
1, 2.
On Christmas, this is how you're gonna do me?
Yeah, on Christmas of all things, Tim. You're gonna quit on Christmas.
Now
on
this,
the 4
this
days
right
before
here,
Christmas when my second cousin
right here,
died.
everybody. Right here,
My
that
favorite
street
cousin.
right there, that street right there.
My favorite second cousin.
That's the street that at the end of Back to the Future that he races the car
gets
down.
in.
Oh, you didn't recognize the movie theater from
88.
Back to the Future at the very beginning
Well,
of the
I'm
film?
just saying that was the actual because they
Calling you out, Tim.
apparently called it Gremlins Street, and then Back to the Future came out a year later, and it immediately was like, that's Back to the Future Street now, and they're like, well, fuck, like we had our moment. Oh, here comes her story, huh? This is the
Oh yeah, this is her really fucked up like campfire type
this
story.
is the
Just like Mr. Futterman said.
What kind of name is Futterman?
A very incompetent
sounds like a-
scientist.
No, I have another
Sounds like a
week to
molester.
He
stuff.
kind of
it
got
sounds what
buttered.
Looney Tunes. What it's Elmer Fudd?
Oh yeah.
bake. The worst
Maybe that's
He's kind of a dumbass.
yeah. He was definitely an Elmer Fudd kind of character.
Black.
was so
Elmer
horrible.
Fudd wasn't black.
It was
The worst thing you ever has.
Hold on. We gotta give this airtime.
Yeah, this is the story.
Me and Mom were decorating the tree, waiting for Dad to come home from work.
He is not listening to you.
Several hours went by. Dad wasn't home.
He's totally not listening to
Mom
you.
called
Not
the
listening
office.
at all.
No answer. Christmas Day came and went, and still nothing. So the police began a search. 4 or 5 days went by. Neither one of us could eat or sleep.
Perseus.
Falling apart. It was snowing
Then
outside.
the smell came.
The house was freezing, so I went to try to light up the fire. And that's when I noticed the smell.
Gross.
Wasn't there
my
another movie where they're
God.
talking about, and then you?
Oh my God.
Oh, it was The Burbs.
And
It's
me
this-
and Mom were expecting them to pull out a dead cat or a bird. And instead, they pulled out my father.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Look at Gizmo. Gizmo's like, what the fuck?
Suit.
Oh my God.
Down the chimney on Christmas Eve, his arms loaded with presents.
So who fought to keep that shit in there?
But the way she ends the story, the last
He
thing
slipped and broke his neck.
the last thing she says,
And that's how I found out there was no Santa Claus.
that's how you end the story of your father's death? And that's how I found out there was no Santa Claus. Now, it just dawned on me.
Well, it was because her innocence.
I wish
died
she was
with
still
her father,
Sloane.
literally.
I don't like this character.
When we were talking about, you said, and that's when the smell came, and I was like, why does that sound familiar? Like, I was like, there's some other movie where they're talking about, like, oh, and then we started smelling the bodies. It was The Burbs. It's the story that Art is telling them about Skip, the neighbor that worked down at the soda fountain.
Yeah, then that's when the smell came.
He murdered his family and buried him in the basement, and nobody noticed until that summer. The heat wave was really, really bad,
Right.
and they started smelling the bodies, and then they went in there and dug up his basement. And so, dude, that's Joe Dante, man. He has a thing for putting those little weird, creepy little stories in there. They have nothing to do with the rest of the film. It's just a creepy little story.
The creepy Christmas tune.
Yeah, it's Holy Night,
Yon Savior.
but very dark.
See, those are the songs that I remember pretty strongly because being raised Irish Catholic and being in church.
Now,
every
see,
Christmas
here
Eve.
at this point in the movie, we're at a complete 180-degree film from how it started.
Oh yeah,
It kind of started as like a creepy film noir, kind of like this thing.
Yeah,
It
but it's very
became-
lighthearted, very
Now people are dying.
Now it's like apocalypse.
People
I
are
was,
dying
I was doing
now,
research
yeah.
for the film, and like a lot of what they said is that they really wanted to make the town feel like a set piece because of the feeling it gave off. Like, they didn't want it to seem like a natural thing. They wanted it to seem abnormal because the whole premise of the thing is that it's abnormal.
Yeah,
you know?
And well, because it takes place in Kingston Falls, but the whole thing was filmed on the backlot and in sets.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what they definitely achieved that. There's a band that used to play at Vortex called Kingston Falls. Let's have a shirt somewhere with their name on it.
Oh yeah.
It just says Kingston Falls.
They're inside. All of them.
There you go, man. You got an opportunity.
No, that was all. Was it?
This is like Inglourious Bastards right here. They're gonna try to burn the theater down.
Well, film is extremely flammable in itself.
Yeah.
It's like little
wait
things of TNT.
Oh, you could even hear like what sounded like the intro to the Looney Tunes thing.
How did they even get that film to play?
They're Gremlins, you know. If you put a million chipmunks on a typewriter, you'll get a work of Shakespeare,
a
right?
novel somewhere.
Yeah.
How much do you think they paid Disney for that? Because this is
well, Spielberg.
1984 is
That's just all you gotta say.
Yeah,
Well,
Spielberg.
Spielberg.
This is Warner Bros., right?
I mean, look what Spielberg just did with Ready Player One. Look at all the fucking rights to how many fucking different properties he got for that fucking.
Spielberg is a god, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Look at what he did to Corey Feldman.
Yeah, I mean, made him famous.
No, seriously though, like I think so. How this?
I mean, if
movie's-
you look at it logically, yeah, he might have done some things to him.
Probably
He probably at least a finger or two, but like you know.
Oh man.
But this, so this movie like started off very light and it's gone really dark. I'm laughing.
It's gone really dark.
I'm laughing, and this podcast episode's gotten really fucking dark.
Yeah.
But
Welcome
what's
to
funny?
A2Z Movie Night, y'all.
This Disney is.
Yeah, if you're listening for the first time, buckle up.
the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
It's only
though,
gonna get better.
It's
Just wait till the action movie nights.
It's okay. So the Disney's reminding me that Disney's in its dark ages right now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
1983
Black
and
Cauldron,
Black Cauldron,
all that weird shit.
Black Hole. It's literally called like the Disney Dark Era,
gonna make all the money they can.
where they were almost like going bankrupt and shit.
Yeah,
they were
before
very
Little-
very
before
poor.
Little Mermaid saved them.
Before Little Mermaid, so it's probably really cheap to get that.
And Snow
Honestly.
White was the very first animated Disney film.
Mm-hmm.
And because of it being the first, it probably was pretty cheap to get, I bet. Because Disney hadn't become the House of Mouse yet.
They were like, yeah. I kind of miss Disney Dark Ages though. They really stopped giving a fuck. They were like, yeah, we'll just okay.
They're like, oh, we gotta get celebrities
Yeah.
and just do musicals? Okay, deal.
Secret of Nim, dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't Disney.
It wasn't.
No.
Oh,
I don't believe so.
I know Black Cauldron was.
Black Cauldron was. Yeah, Secret of Nim was creepy as shit.
It's real creepy.
Then you had shit like Watership Down and all that weird.
Yeah, that was British though.
yeah.
That was totally British.
Well, yeah, but there was a lot of dark, family, kid-friendly.
Watership Down is like a renowned dark kid.
We need to do it. We need to do an episode of Watership Down.
It's
but
almost
like with
Lord of the
Elliot, 'cause I
Flies.
know Elliot knows a lot
Or
about
it was like The Last Unicorn and some of those other ones that are just like
That's super dark too.
super dark. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it's kind of.
I'll just shit all over it the whole
Well,
time.
that might be a you hate it, we love it.
Yeah. I'll just shit on it.
But it's kind of like this movie. Like, look, this movie's extremely dark, you know. But kids went to watch.
I
it.
love that animation.
I love it too. Yeah, the shadows.
I love the way they look right there.
Well, I mean, the Gremlins, the actual Gremlins, were more advanced as puppetry goes.
Oh yeah.
Like they had that all planned out from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like we talked about. Like
well, they're
like,
talking about remaking this right now.
Oh
I hope
yeah.
they don't.
And what really fucking sucks is I don't.
What,
want-
are you gonna make them CGI?
That's what I'm afraid of.
They
They're
can't do
They're gonna
CGI.
make them
It's
all
not
in
gonna work.
CGI.
It's not gonna work.
And I will not go see it if they fucking if they remake Gremlins and it's all CGI.
Like even that wouldn't look good in CGI.
Yeah.
Like
it would suck.
I watched The Predator the other day, and like the CGI dogs. Yeah, I watched them, and it was. I went on with it, but they didn't look realistic at all.
Yeah,
You know,
Well, I
but
haven't
everything
seen it
else
yet.
is.
Like
You have
I
to
said,
see it.
they had kind of things like that in the Predators one, the one with
Yeah.
Adrian Brody. They were like these hunter scout dogs things that they had.
Yeah.
Now they do get a good chunk of the Gremlins right here.
They get the biggest
Actually, they
chunk
pretty
of
much get all of them except for Stripe.
They get
Yeah, because Stripes went to go get more candy at the candy store. So they just
So
killed...
it's just Stripe now.
So story...
They killed all of his children.
Yes, plot-wise, story-wise...
That's like all of his children.
Yeah. Every Gremlin is dead except for Stripe. Stripe's the last one.
And just to recant,
All he has to do is jump in some water and create a butt
Gizmo was supposed to become Stripe.
Yeah.
It's a good idea they put him in the backpack, right?
Which was going to make it like, it was going to be hard for Billy to have to kill Stripe because he used to be Gizmo, and it was going to be this conflicting thing of like, oh man, I got to kill my pet.
Yeah, but it's already dark enough; they can't continue that.
Could you imagine how dark that's?
It's like Die Hard, but for kids, I
got to blow my pet's brain. It'd be like Old Yeller meets
It'll start all over again.
Aliens.
I hate to try to put like some logic on their life cycle, but it almost seems like so. It seems like so Gizmo is like this Furby-like creature. He's a Mogwai, and he has a baby, and it turns out to be, the little Gremlins and all that. And then the third generation was all of Stripe's kids, and they were instantly Gremlins. You know what I mean?
That's all they knew.
So that's all they do. So it's almost like they were born like sterile because they were in the bar drinking all the beer. They were having all that water.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's like
it's like Mogwai's got to get wet.
So if a Mogwai has a baby, then they can turn into Gremlins. But if a Gremlin has a baby, then they're sterile. That's kind of what it seems like to me.
Yeah, I guess.
Does that make sense?
So yeah,
because they were in there
he's the host, basically.
Yeah.
So none of the offspring can do it.
I don't know.
That makes more sense because they get involved in the trouble.
That's I
know it's really silly.
That's not necessarily true because if you go look at the end of part 2, they are all starting to. They hit him with fire hoses, and they're all starting to. But if just going off what we know in this movie, yeah, that would make sense.
Because the Mogwai had other little they had kind of bad Mogwai, but it wasn't until they got fed after midnight that they turned into Gremlins. And then when they were Gremlins and had water, they spawned Gremlins. So it was like anything that started off as just Gremlin is like sterile or something.
That was the electronics department. I just noticed there's a big sign.
Yo, give me a job, Universal. What's up?
there was a big sign right there that said "See yourself on TV," and it was one of those big old VCR camcorders set up.
The shoulder mount,
because if you're and I'm not saying I'm old. I guess I do remember being in a Sears or something like that when I was really
have a camera
little.
set up and
you'd see yourself on all the TVs when they were still like the old box TVs that they would stack on top of each other.
When they were VHS.
And as a little kid, you're like, I'm fucking famous. This is Mom, Dad, we got
Look at all this. Look at this.
But nowadays, it's like, okay, yeah, anybody can be on TV. Like, I can record myself on my fucking phone and then play it on my TV.
Yeah, we done A2Z movie night things from phones. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so crazy how big a deal that was to people back then.
Look, Mom and Dad, I'm like Jake Paul.
That birthed the whole reality TV thing and just everybody wanting to be famous and doing whatever it took.
I mean, it fed something in the human species that we really like.
Yeah, everybody wants to be famous.
We just want notoriety.
Yeah, it's a very. It's okay to feel that way. Just don't actually act on it like a lot of people do.
I don't know, man. Like once we started created this into its own thing, you started
that doll's
you stopped bringing Jameson.
If I know anything about horror movies, those dolls are about to come alive.
Champagne, he's wearing robes and shit now.
Yeah, he's actually in a silk robe.
Yeah,
right now.
Y'all can't see it, but he's got this thing on.
This thing.
Yeah, it's really weird. There was this one part where he said, "Look, y'all can't refer to me as Tim anymore. I mean, you can on mic, but when the mic's turned off, you gotta call me P baby." And I was like,
P baby.
Dang, I was like, that's weird, Tim. P baby.
Specific.
He was like, yeah, baby, I'm P baby now.
He literally said it'll make sense in 20 years.
Yeah, in 20 years this is gonna be hilarious.
Yeah,
you guys.
in 20 years it'll be famous.
He's like, and I was like, is that because your last name starts with a P? Your postal way? He's like, don't you worry about that.
Don't worry about that part.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You just got to start calling me P baby.
That is unrelated.
And so, me and Zach were just like, all right, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you, babe?
All right, Tim.
Oh, I'm gonna do me.
Is that Text Joy in the background?
No.
I
think that's cans of tennis balls.
Hey, that is the sponsor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's somebody that we have
podcast.
actually received.
That's right.
From before. So one person we could actually say did it.
We would like to take this opportunity to say that A to Z Movie Night is sponsored in part by Seaport Coffee Company. Seaport actually gives us all the coffee we want for free. Our success is due in part by caffeine. Thank you, Seaport.
Thank you, Seaport.
Thank you, Seaport.
And everyone
I wish we could give you a better product.
That was the advertisement section of A to Z Movie Night.
There you go.
And we got the shitty actor from American Werewolf in London falling over a wall of
Hey,
Seaport
Wilson, send us some
Textjoy seasoning.
Send us some tennis balls.
Being chased by a turkey baster.
This is supposed to be
That's
an
a
homage
chainsaw.
to Chainsaw Massacre.
I guess that's supposed to be an aluminum bat too.
No, it's wood.
Oh,
he was
that's
actually
a really shitty
told
chainsaw. Then.
Well, he was told it was an electrical chainsaw.
Oh yeah, those things suck.
It's an electrical.
Yeah, those will get you killed. Those will murder you.
Oh no, yeah, you see Maximum Overdrive? Those things will come back to life and fucking kill your ass.
Same that and a Walkman.
Yeah,
and that vending machine.
And a vending machine.
Oh, look at Gizmo on the car. This is like the cute moment.
That's so cute. This set up Stuart Little in a way, right?
Now you're reaching.
Yeah, now you're reaching. Did Michael J. Fox? No, that was Michael J. Fox that did the voice.
Yeah, he
of
was the
Stuart
voice
Little.
of that. Yeah.
That's another Back to the Future reference.
Yeah, y'all don't remember
bright light.
Y'all don't remember a mouse
your-
on the motorcycle with Ralph? I guess y'all don't remember that shit.
Ralph. Motherfucker said Ralph. Good night, ladies and
Mouse
gentlemen.
on a motorcycle.
It's electric. This is like the beginning of the electric age of chainsaws and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Electric,
terrible
yeah,
for a long
electric fucking weed whackers.
It's funny how they had them here in 1983 and they're still terrible in
You see the picture like the
2018.
old people mowing their lawn with an electric mower, and it's like
Yeah.
you don't see
the old
them,
people
like,
love those electric weed eaters and they suck so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, electric weed eaters. Yeah.
Tim hasn't owned a place with property in a long time because he's scared of
Well,
grass.
I used to do it in my house. I mean, I know my way around an electric weed eater. I'll tell you that much, Buster. They suck.
I love how it's like such a contrast, the problems that are going on. Like all the humans are facing actual murder,
Death by
and
a
then
gremlin.
Gizmo's like facing falling tennis balls while he's driving around Barbie's Malibu car. What's wrong with his arm? Did he get cut by the electric chainsaw?
Apparently, they have camouflaging abilities.
Well, and that was also
shit.
supposed to be.
And he can speak English.
Yeah, that was part of the whole Stripe was Gizmo thing. That's why he knows
right.
Billy's
That's
name.
why he knows his name. Yeah.
So that was supposed to like really fuck with Billy. When he would call him Billy, he would hesitate from killing him.
Well, that would have been interesting. Oh, so he's in water
I
now.
love this.
I love dogs so much.
That legit reaction.
Shout out
from
to
that
Gino and Rocky who are in the studio with us and being such good
Our
boys
cheerleaders tonight.
and girls.
Oh, that's so
You know they're here.
This
So they can create more. Like we
Well,
talked
he
about.
can. He can. That's
Stripe.
He's second gen. We were saying I was trying to contend that the third gen.
Where
is
did he
the
get a
one
gun?
He got it from the sports store.
Yeah.
From the counter. He said, gun.
And he knows how to work guns too. Gizmo Caca.
Oh!
Takes
That's
Gizmo.
right, sunlight. Sunlight hasn't been brought up until now, really.
Well, no, it's been brought up with the Polaroid.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
The bright
but
light.
sunlight
with
will
the-
actually kill him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bright lights hurt him, but sunlight will.
See, this is a really good
kill him.
effect. This is
And
like
that's why-
good practical.
yeah.
Like,
Right.
this is a good, solid practical effect.
And that's how inept the guy was, though, too. It took Gizmo to do it. That's how stupid
exactly.
the boy was.
Gizmo had to
so this is the wrapping of the bow. Everybody comes
Everybody
back.
sees what happens.
So crazy.
That
That still looks disgusting. That looks realistic.
That's
Why
fucking
can't they
amazing.
do that shit anymore?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Nowadays they would do it CGI and it would fucking look stupid.
That looked great. That looked like an actual gremlin done.
Yeah, that was fucking gross and beautiful. And nowadays it would be CGI and it would look like garbage. It'd look like a video game. Oh, check it out. I got a scarf. We'll just wrap this around him. I can't speak because they didn't pay me for any more speaking lines.
Gotta go do another country EP real quick.
He doesn't hug his son and like, hey son,
Like,
are
hey,
you hurt?
we all almost died.
What's with
Your
that
mom is
fucking giant
traumatized.
wound on your
what's
arm?
With that chainsaw wound on your arm?
Yeah, you got a chainsaw wound on
No,
your
he's
arm.
bummed out of the business opportunity you just lost
He
out
just
on.
pats him on the back as he walks by.
Oh shit!
I had one last fucking...
Still moving as a
That one
skeleton.
last
Look
scare.
at that. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. It looks so good.
You're still playing those cat orgy noises. You know that dog wants to eat that really
Yeah,
bad.
you can't make dogs act. So that's like a genuine...
Yeah.
That dog is like, what the fuck is that?
No, you know that dog wants to eat that. It looks
Yeah,
like a
he's
pile
like,
of throw
"Can
up."
I eat
He's
that?
like, kind of want to eat that.
Should I eat that? Should I eat that? I don't know.
Riots. Let's see. So there were riots. This is great.
Yeah, riots in this
I
tiny little
guess
small
cheers
town.
to the wrap up.
Yeah, this is the end of our...
or what
first
used to be
Christmas
Dory's Tavern.
film. Aaron? This is one of our holiday films that we've picked. Right now they are finding out, this is the whole, wrap up, okay, we're all alive, cheers. Like you said, putting a pretty little bow on the end of the movie.
Everything's back to normal, even though they just discovered a new species that never existed on the planet, and they just
Yeah.
ravaged the town and murdered several people.
There's not...
Oh shit, here's that old Chinese guy.
Is that Lopan?
Damn, he's tall as fuck.
Yeah, he's super tall.
Oh, never mind, he was
I thought he was like floating.
They have a ranch. They have a ranch style.
Yeah,
They
have
came
a-
like
they have a
floating
split
in
level
like
It's a
David
ranch-style home
Lopan in
with, like,
Big
the-
Trouble.
He's actually Chinaman. He's very small.
Yeah, very, very small.
Did you just say Chinaman?
It's
You
not-
monsters.
It's not,
Not
the,
the
proper
preferred
It's not the
nomenclature,
proper
yeah.
nomenclature.
Teach him to watch television.
Yeah, we're fucking American. Fuck you, you Yahoo.
What do you read?
I'll give you what for, huh?
I believe a box.
Oh.
I really hate that they just kind of the mom just becomes a secondary side character.
Yeah, even though
like,
she's a
the
badass.
most powerful.
She
person
fucking
in this
and she
movie.
only got that one scene.
All the girls in this movie are so badass, and all the guys suck.
Yeah,
so hard.
But they get the secondary. They hold second fiddle to these idiots,
dumbasses.
Like
Even
she's got a little cut on her forehead. Billy's whole fucking arms
It's
all
all
jacked
gnawed up.
Behind every
And look-
great man is a smart woman. Okay.
That keeps her mouth shut. Like
Exactly, Tim.
Look at her. She's all like being timid behind.
No, but
him and
even-
shit.
even the
Look
Asian-
at the way she's standing.
Even the Asian man
She should
is
be
in
like
that.
in front, being
No.
like, "Yeah, motherfucker, I fucked up a bunch of
I
those
fucked
dudes.
him up. Fuck
What's
you.
up?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Get that
But
shit
look,
out of my
You
house."
can't do that in the 80s, Tim.
Even that guy's inept.
You're not wrong.
The whole movie takes place because of the Asian man's ineptness.
He should have never let him leave.
Yeah,
should-
his
yeah.
kids subservient him. The younger generation that was replacing the older generation of the Chinese society overtook him and caused all this chaos. It's almost an apology. It's an apology to American culture.
Oh yeah, the young, you're coming up in China. Yeah, they were like, what are natural resources? I don't know. Let's fucking destroy the planet. I'm Chinese, you guys. Let's eat rhino horns and destroy the environment.
It's like, yeah, we'll all be dead.
I don't know if you guys can
before
tell, but
that's
I
a
really don't
problem.
like China.
And that's why Steven Spielberg is a bigot. Thank you. Good night. Thanks for coming to this episode of A to Z Movie Night.
Show yourself to the door.
Someday, you may be ready.
Aw.
His cyborg eye.
And see, I don't remember how Billy gets him back in the second one.
He said he might be ready someday, though.
Wasn't he like a TV exec or something?
Before you go, I wanted to tell you that I am truly sorry for what's happened.
People are dead, you fucking idiot.
You accept, I'd like to give you a small token.
A smokeless ashtray.
This is an invention of mine.
Smokeless ashtray.
How did you know that?
Man at gas station tried to sell me.
Latest word in technology.
He sold that to a gas station attendant earlier. And now he's bummed because that gas station attendant turned around and just tried to sell it to somebody else.
I'm sure it will come in very handy.
So the dad is
No,
still...
he was just saying that his ideas are spreading. That's what he was saying. It's like, oh, somebody told me about that? Yeah, you invented that?
Well, yeah, he's being nice to him, but the truth is he's a fucking idiot.
He's an idiot.
No, the whole time he's thinking these stupid white people.
Fucking... The little kid is not with him because he fucking
He's like-
straight up killed that kid.
He's like, stupid white people, so irresponsible. Why don't you just eat rhino horn like the rest of us?
He's like, you stole my mogwai. I killed the kid. What do you think I'll do to you?
Your air conditioner goes out, Fritz, or your washing machine.
This is like that last shot of the Burbs too. Like,
Look at that matte
Dante
painting.
loves
It's
the
really
end of
great.
these shots. Like, yeah, it's total matte painting. It's a beautiful matte painting. Yeah,
It's very like Norman Rockwell, kind of like...
God,
quiet.
I love
It looks
this
like a
street.
TV play.
Yeah.
honestly.
Because you never.
It's like, did he
This
walk
isn't
all the
like
way...
a-
None of the
No,
rest of the sets looked like this.
There
I mean, that
just
guy
might be a
walked all the
gremlin,
way
yeah.
from San Francisco to this town.
And he's gonna walk all the way back,
All the way
dude.
back.
All right, that was Gremlins. We have 3 minutes left in the credits to talk shit about this movie. So
It's pretty
Whatever you
silly.
want.
There's a lot of bad stereotypes and stuff like that. It is silly, and that's why we picked it.
round table, Tim, you want to kick it off or?
He just did.
I thought
That's
I
what he
was
was
doing
doing.
that.
Howie
attention.
Mandel, everybody.
Hey,
Howie Mandel.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'll be making changes to this soon, so don't you worry. Barney Mushroom? What the hell? Mushroom? Is that a person's name?
Who's No, Barney must have been a thing. Must have been a character or something. And then Mushroom.
I don't know about that. We'll get back to y'all on that.
All right, I don't know.
But this was good. This is part of our holiday edition of A to Z. You have been with the OG tonight for the first
Word.
time in a long time. Just the three of us, just the menage a trois going on here. So I had fun. I think I got all my...
Barney is the dog.
Oh, that's right.
And he's played by
the
real dog's
dog.
name is Mushroom.
Yeah. Oh.
That's cool.
Oh, man.
Oh, we got the dogs here. Oh.
Why did I not pick up on the fact that was obviously the fucking
no, it
dog
wasn't very obvious.
and not a human person?
Wasn't very obvious.
Sounded kind of sexual in a way.
Okay, well, Aaron.
Oh, I don't know. I had a good time. I think whenever we were talking about doing Christmas movies that weren't necessarily Christmas movies, this is one of the ones I brought up, and we all agreed. So I love doing it. I love Christmas time, and I'm
feeling nostalgic right now.
I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you're having a good December. If it's cold outside right now, grab your dog or your cat.
Or your loved one.
Or your loved one, and huddle close and listen to A to Z Movie Nights. And that's all I've got to say about it.
Zach, you're up.
Yeah,
You still with us?
You should have already said what you wanted to say.
I still like Gremlins 2 a lot more.
Gremlins 2 is my favorite one.
Like that. That's the one I remember from my childhood a lot more.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot more. Like this had the set pieces that I remember from being a kid because like Peter Gabriel. But this had the set pieces from when I was a kid because it's Gremlins. Like you see these weird creatures. That's what sticks out. The second one though, like honed in on that. But but also like I love to say that this is the formula. This is the anti-Christmas movies, and next week, our next episode of this series is going to be.
Why are you looking at us?
And we're back. Our next Christmas episode for the holiday edition of A to Z Movie Night is going to be Batman Returns.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for joining us.